Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check, mic check, mic check 1 2. Miggity 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 miggity, mic check 1 2. Miggity miggity miggity, mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the stream chat. Can you hear me? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on? Can you hear me? Miggity, 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 mic check 1 2. Miggity, 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 mic check 1 2. Welcome back, welcome back. Random show settings, episode number 409, 409, day 5 of 31, day 5 of 31, day 5 of 31. What's happening, people? What's happening? Hope you're well, hope you're good. Apologies for a delay. As my queen, young old vibes accurately guessed, I was occupied in the toilet, so apologies for a delay. Switching over from THIIS. Thank you those of you who were joining in over there on THIIS while I was rambling on about fucking Richie Horton. Thank you for waiting and being patient. I appreciate you. Day 5 of 31. We are doing a 31-day marathon stream, heading towards 500 members, aiming towards 500 members. Maybe we might even exceed 500 members. If you want to join along with that journey, all you have to do is click the little link in the description box to become a member. We're going to hit 500 members, hopefully by the end of the 31 days. Hopefully I'll stick with it. I've jumped off, I fell off the wagon, fell off the horse a number of times, but I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it as long as possible. So if you stick with me, I'll stick with you. All right. So we're going for it, So if you want to join and become a member and help us hit the 500 goal target, there's a link in the description. You can give the membership, you can buy one for yourself, all that good shit. Member only videos available, priority replies in the chat, and all the other malarkey and comments and shit. So make sure you get involved. Membership details in the description, and obviously you can do it via the fucking chat box thing. If you don't want to do a membership, no problem. Just like the stream for me. That's all I ask. Last, like the stream. Obviously subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more stuff later on. Comment. Get involved in the stream chat. Good little community of people here. Some of them are a bit crazy. Some of them are a bit crazy, some of them are a bit off kilter, but overall there's a good gang of people here. So get involved in the comments, get involved in the chat. Everyone's here is up for a laugh. And of course, if you want to extend the conversation, if you want to continuing it after hours, then of course get in on the Discord as well. Get involved in the Discord too. There's a bunch of us over there on the Discord, so make sure you jump in there and get involved. All right, cool, bless. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Friday night settings, what are you guys saying? Big up LB, big up Jaded, big up Bing Bong, I see you, Bing Bong, big up Mind Nuts, I see you, Young God Vibes, I see you, Wagwan, Addy Z, I see you, LB, I see you, Gamebred Football was here earlier, Wagwan Gamebred, Billy M, big up everybody that's here, appreciate all of you, Chris Mack, Wagwan, Chris Mack, what you doing, big up everybody, I appreciate you. So, first things first. Those of you in the stream chat, those of you hanging out with me, those of you who are familiar with the real estate market, big up the queen, big up my sister is Young God Vibes for sending this to me. Allegedly, according to the internet, this may be Brendan's new crib in Austin, Texas. It looks like it, but this is it, right? One thing I noticed, so big up Young God Vibes for sending this to me. One thing I noticed was the price. This was on sale for 3.9 million, which is a bit more than what I saw other properties for. Remember when we were checking, when I was on a live stream with you guys, I was checking on Zillow to see other properties in Austin, Texas that had the same square footage as the property that Brendan had in LA, the mansion. And I was finding some mansions that are like 1 point down, that for the same, same room size, whatever, that are around 1 mil, 2 mil. So I'm wondering, those of you in the stream chat, the properties that I saw for 1 to 2 million that had the same amount of bedrooms, same square footage as the LA mansion, were they just in like a cheaper area? Or is this more reflective of the Austin market? Because this is like the same price of Brendan's crib in LA. So he hasn't really saved that much money. He's basically paid the same price, Obviously he pays for it outright, but you're not really saving a lot. I thought he was going to be saving a bunch of money, Because the mansions that I saw, the 5-bedroom mansions, he could get one in Austin for like 1 mil, 2 million. But it looks like he may have paid nearly 4 million for this one. What do you guys think in the stream chat? Is this more reflective of the fucking thing or not? Yo, big up LB, multivitamins gang. Yeah, we're up here. My multivitamins journey probably won't start again for a few weeks. I feel like I've got to earn a session, so I'm probably only gonna get on it again when. You know what I'm thinking? Actually, yeah, I'm thinking it probably might have to be Junction 2 festival coming up, or there's a Berghain date which I mentioned already in THIIS. So I think that might be my next multivitamin session. Until then, I'm gonna be a bit of a good boy and keep my ass in at home, to be honest, and earn the right to party, earn the right to go out. But big up the people out there that are on the multivitamins right now. Enjoy yourself. Do it, do it responsibly, of course. Don't be a nuisance onto others. There's nothing worse than somebody that enjoys the multivitamins but then becomes a burden on everybody else, then starts to kind of spread their happy time to everybody else. Like, enjoy it by yourself, enjoy it with your friends, don't annoy people, have a good time, drink plenty of fluids, enjoy yourself. But going back to this, is 3.925 million actually reflective of the Austin market, or did Brendan overpay? What do you guys think in the stream chat? Big up Chris Mack, overpaid. Crew, Papa should had bought a pricey house. Younger vibes, if it has a view of the lake, then it can be pricey. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe he's in a goat kid community or something. The other homes you looked at were lower grade homes. Okay, big up Shun. Really, you think so? So even though they were the same, yeah, that makes sense. Even though they're the same square footage, probably they weren't as fancy as these ones you're saying. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Big up Boba Fett. Big up Crew. Did we ever find Chine house on Zillow? No, we didn't. I don't think so. I wasn't good at using it either, Crew, to be fair. Big up Ryu Ken. If he that's Papa, he overpaid. Didn't he sell his one for 3.9? Yeah, he did, Ryu Ken. I think originally it was on the market for 4 million, but I think he had to sell it for, I think he sold it 600,000 plus, I think, under whatever value he put it at. I just looked, it seems like it's near the Colorado River. Okay, cool. So that river makes it more expensive, right? Is that what you're saying? I think it's a gated community too. I went Gala the other week for Moodyman. Oh, big up LB. Yeah, Gala. Yeah. A friend of mine went Gala too. I think who she got to see? Yeah, everyone is raving about Moodyman. I saw Moodyman play like, when did I see? Oh yeah, but shit. I think I might have it somewhere actually. Do I have it somewhere? I think I might have it somewhere. Let me see if I have it somewhere. Let me see before I continue. I think I might have a video of Moodyman on my YouTube channel from time ago. It's about balloons or something. Let me see if I got it on here. But I saw Moodyman play many years ago. Let's see. Let's go video. Let's go earliest. I think I may have a Moodyman video here somewhere. Let's go oldest. Some of these have been unlisted, isn't it? I think I might have a Moody. It's like a balloons video. It's red. Let me see. But everyone said Moodyman was fucking sick. Let me quickly check. Let me see if I've got a Moodyman video on here. Big up the early Tazes as well. Man was out here. I think I've got a Moodyman video here. I think so. Bear with me a second. Pick up everybody in the stream chat. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. All that good shit. You know how we do. Do I have a Moodyman video here? Where is it? I swear I had a Moodyman video. Let me see. Anyway, let me just quickly move on. Where's that play? Where's that channel on? Do I have it somewhere? Or maybe I had it here. Let's see if I've got it. I swear I had a Moodyman video. Let's see if I've got it. Do I have it? Do I have Moodyman? Let's see. Moody. There we go. Yeah, I do have it. Okay, cool. It's there. Moodyman hates balloons. That's what it's called. Moodyman hates balloons. This is me in the booth with Moodyman. Mad time ago. Let's see. Balloons. Let's see if I've got it. Moodyman hates balloons. Is it here? Is it here? So it's Moody. It's double N and it's double N. Is it double N or double N? Let's see. I think I spelled his name wrong, didn't I? Let's see. No, it's not here. Why is it not there? Why can't I see it? Show me it, you fucker. Okay, cool. There it is. Let's just go here. Very annoying detour and fucking segue. Apologies, but this is it. Yeah, there you go. This is me in the booth. I don't know where this was, what club this was, but I forgot. This is many years ago. Me in the booth where Moodyman was playing. Oh, it's a private video. That's why I can't find it. It's private. Okay, cool. But here's the video. This is me in the booth with Moodyman while recording him as he's playing. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Smash a like, hit subscribe, all that good shit. Bang, 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 bang.
I got all this year, you know, I work for y'all. You know, my shit wasn't just no bag. I got luggage that I bought for y'all, and I'm trying to share my virus. I'm sharing my collection. You know what I'm saying? I like to feel my records, you know? That's like a woman. I'm not downloading my woman. I'm touching and feeling it and smelling them. You understand? I got records. Some of my records smell like they're about 70 years old. Shit. I hope y'all having a good time. Let me keep this motherfucker rocking. Hey, what's happening, London? I'm just up here sharing my shit with y'all.
Big up Moody Man, big up LB. Let's move on. So let's look at the property. What does it say here? Welcome to 611 Cassandra Trail in the gated. Oh, it's a gated community. That's why the streets look like that. Okay. When Slow Joe was walking the dog, that's why it looked like that, right? It looks a little bit like sparse, like dead, devoid of like people. You know, it had that kind of sterile vibe about it, which you kind of get with gated communities. It kind of looked a little bit, you know. Near on the peninsula of Rough Hollow on Lake Travis. What does Lake Travis look like? Lake Travis. What does that look like? Lake Travis Reservoir. What does that lake look like? Because that lake adds. Oh wow! Does it look like that? That lake adds a value. That lake looks like that. Seriously. Does that lake actually look like that? That's beautiful. Shit. So Brendan lives next to this. That's pretty nice, to be honest. No wonder that increases the price of the property. If that's what it looks like. Shit. Okay. Fair play. Fair fucking play. Lake Travis, exponentially built by award-winning builder Stephen Custom Homes. This residence has exquisite attention to detail. The home is placed on an 82-acre corner lot in a custom landscaping, creating a wonderful approach. The living and dining kitchen are all open one another, offering an ideal layout for the easy living and entertaining. To the right of the gallery is a library and office, power room, primary suite, boasting a large walk-in closets. The gorgeous kitchen is supported by a massive mudroom, butler pantry and walk-in pantry, a spacious bar and a wine room, accompanied a game room. Upstairs you'll find a lofted children's living area room, 3 bedrooms plus 3 baths. Unwind on the cupboard back patio in front of the fireplace. Oh, it's a 3-bedroom. So there's no room for chin then, unfortunately. It's only a 3-bedroom. Okay. Let's check it. Yeah, maybe it's oval space. Yeah, big up LB. Maybe. I'm not sure when it was. But it was a long time ago. Long time ago. I actually need to I don't know why that video is privated, to be fair. I don't know why it's private. I'm gonna unprivate it now. I don't know why it's privated. But yeah, that was me out there with fucking the man, the legend that is a Moody Man. Cool. Let me actually unprivate. It's cool. It's unprivate, so everyone can check it out now. Let's check out the pictures. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, is that the front door? Okay. I like the ceilings. I'm not gonna lie. I like the ceilings. I like the height. I like that big spacious front room. I like that the living room has that view out into the garden. That's fucking gorgeous. Also, there's a fireplace there, a mount for the TV to go right there too. If it's me, I'm taking off this little shelf and I'm mounting the TV right above the fucking fireplace. Huge one. You know, that's what I'll be doing. Fuck that little ledge. Let's put the TV lower. Let's just make it huge, a big square TV, 1080 by 1080 or some shit. You know what I mean? But I do like the floor to the how high the ceilings are. I like the beams there. Whoopsie, apologies there. So was it? It isn't 82 acres. Oh, it's what's that? 0.82 of an acre. Okay, cool. My apologies. I guess 82 acres is way more than 0.82 of an acre. By the way, maths is not good. Numbers are not my forte. Thank you. Let's continue. You got that. You got the fireplace with the TV mount. Oh, the kitchen is beautiful. Look at the fridge. Look at that massive island, marble. The cooker, probably not going to be used that much, but it's nice. Look at the exposed beams there. This is a lovely, 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 lovely property. That kitchen is gorgeous, man. I like this. I'm not going to lie. This is a very, very cozy abode. Bathroom. Where's the fucking shower curtain? Is there no shower curtain? What kind of fancy shower is this? My fat house is gonna be splashing water everywhere. Look at it. There's no shower curtain, or is there like a window there? Is there like a clear mirror here? I'm not seeing. Is there a piece of glass that's meant to be here? Wow, there's nothing there. Okay, cool. Nice bathroom or nice bath to sit in. Walk-in wardrobe. I'm sure Joanna's gonna be exploiting this, using this. There's the garden area with the barbecue and shit. Yes, I like this, man. The only thing I don't like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like these square things on the lawn, on the backyard where the pool is. Either make it all concrete or have a path, but I don't like these squares. It kind of breaks up the grass, you know. I don't like that. I don't like the break up of the grass. Either make this whole thing decking, or make it all concrete, or make it all grass. But I don't like the squares. It kind of makes it look weird. There's some space here to probably grow some vegetables too, if you want to. Right on the side there, and then that's the top, or the I like that, man. I like the property. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the property. What do you guys think? I guess that's the driveway with the garage. Yeah, I quite like the property. What do you guys think? I think it's a really nice spot. It's a shame there's no room for chin though. It's a shame there's no fucking room for chin. No room for chinny chin chin. But I like it. It's really, really nice. I would 100% live there. Dude, give Chin a room. SLO-JO'S just might exactly, yeah. Actually, what is SLO-JO'S saying right now? What's she saying? What is SLO-JO'S saying right now? But that's a nice crib, man. Big up Young Old Vibes for the connection. But that's actually a nice crib. I actually like it. What's she saying? What is SLO-JO'S saying right now? Any new pictures of the? Okay, wow. They had some barbecue finally as a family. Brendan finally went out with her and the kids together for once, instead of just her by herself. So they actually went and got some barbecue. They went to Interstellar BBQ. That looks really good though. Look at the portion size, bro. That's enough to feed a family, no? That's enough to feed a family. Fucking hell. The bread. What are you meant to... By the way, excuse me for my ignorance, people in the stream chat, but in a barbecue, at like a barbecue spot, what are you meant to do with the bread? Like, real talk. What are you meant to do with it? Are you meant to, like, make a sandwich? Are you meant to dip it in your mac and cheese or your, like, what are you meant to do with it? Because you really got so much shit there. What are you meant to do with the bread? Are you meant to make, like, a little sandwich with you or something? Mop up the juices. Meat needs bread. Young Old Vibes. Yeah, I guess. But there's so much good food there already. There's sausages, there's sauerkraut, there's pickles, there's cucumber, there's mac cheese, there's slaw. There's so much good shit there. Why do you need the bread? This is a bit excessive. Brisket sandos with the bread, says Jay did. Mop up the juices, Chris Mac, sandwich, dip it in gravy. There's no gravy there though, is there? I don't see the gravy. I never eat it on 4. Big up lit drip. Clean your fingers and face with the bread and eat it. We got Jack Donny Jr. I use toast as a napkin, yeah. Paper plates to eat with, and bread as napkins. Americans are fucking sensational. Americans are sensational. Big up LB. Bread's a palate cleanser. Right, you can. I'm not a fan of restaurants that serve. I'm a BBQer myself, and I'm always disappointed with restaurants, even so-called goods places. Really, is it? Yeah, I'd imagine BBQ, although it's a fairly bare bones, easy thing, I'd imagine these type of spots, when you get them wrong, you get them wrong quickly, innit? They get wrong fucked. Look, if you get them wrong, you get them wrong in a big way. I'd imagine barbecue spots, innit? And I'd imagine in America too, there's probably a lot of competition. There's probably a lot of competition out there with you guys with good barbecue spots. But yeah, that looks lovely, man. I'd fucking devour that shit. That looks good. And it's great to see Brendan out with his family for once. So big up Brendan for being a present dad. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. We first trapping our own mum. We're first trapping our own mum. Is that what we're doing? Are we first trapping our own mummy? Fucking hell. Let's do it one more time.
If you guys wonder where I get my organization skills from, it's this lady.
Hold on. I need to see that in full. I'm sorry. Let's take it down. I need to see that in full. Sorry, I need to see that in full. Bear with me 1 second. I need to see that properly because my computer's loading like an idiot. So let's do this properly. What's that? Picture. Let's do this properly. I need to see that properly. I thought you were about to say, if you guys are wondering where I get my dump truck from, if you guys are wondering where I get my fucking fatty from, if you guys are wondering where I get my ass from, if you get wondering... We need to see this properly. I need to see this properly. Where is it? Stories. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, story saver. Let's do that. I need a story saver. Give me the stories. Where's the story? Give me the stories. There we go. I need to see. That's what I need to see. I need to see this. Yo, mama is pulling a fucking crazy wagon, to be fair though. If that's legit, then it's mad. Imagine do you think her bum's legit or is it a BBL? What do you guys think in the stream chat? Could you imagine your mum getting a BBL? How insane that is if your mum got a BBL. Oh, big up the stream chat. Smash the like. Oh my god, let's see this in full. I want to see this properly. Wait.
If you guys wonder where I get my organization skills from.
Whoops, the fucking sound is super high, sorry. Look at that. Fucking hell. Mummy ain't playing, bro.
If you guys wonder where I get my organization skills from, it's this lady working on the pantry. This is the food pantry that we're working on, and then we still have to work on our other cleaning supply pantry. But for only being here 6 days, not bad.
So the calves don't really,
if you guys,
the legs aren't really matching it, no? They're such a funny family. She's obsessed with the Kardashians, isn't it? This is like, do you remember when was it Chloe went viral, right? Chloe went viral for like, remember when she had her food pantry or Kim? I remember they went viral because they kind of organized it in a certain way. Like you can tell how obsessed they are with the Kardashians. Like Kardashians are their North Star for real as an entire family. They really modeled themselves after Kim, after the Kardashians in general. Because this pantry looks exactly like the Kardashians, how they lay their shit out. Or maybe that's just how all, LA women like to do their pantries. But yeah, it's funny. This video is hilarious because this is not really about the pantry. This is more so her showing off her mum. Like she gets a lot of like validation, I think. Joanna seems to get a lot of validation out of having a mum that looks like this. Like she gets a lot of validation out of like her mum being hot. Maybe because she sees herself in her mum. Like if my mum looks like this, that's what I'm gonna look like. So like she shows her off because it's kind of showing herself off. It's a weird thing, isn't it? But She loves showing off her mum, and her mum loves showing off herself, I guess. But yeah, mummy's got a fucking dumpy, innit? Absolute dumpy.
Wonder where I get my organization skills from.
Dump.
It's this lady working on the pantry.
Look at the shape of that. God damn.
This is the food pantry.
God damn. God damn. Fucking hell, bro. Shit.
That we're working on. And then we still have to work on our other cleaning supply.
Something's definitely getting worked on. It's not the fucking pantry.
But
I'll tell you that.
for only being here 6 days.
Fuck, more dumpy. Look at that. You can tell it. You can tell it's fat from the fucking back. From the front, you can tell it's fat. Oh, what a funny family, man. Interesting family. Yeah, that's SLO-JO'S mum. Yes, KP. That is SLO-JO'S mum right there. That was SLO-JO'S mum. SLO-JO'S blood clot mum. Walking the dog. We're gonna get another picture, another view from behind.
This view never.
Wow. Okay. Younger Vibes was right. If it's a lake view, then it's obviously it's more expensive. It's a corner lot, and this is their view as they walk out of their house. Fucking hell. So you can have boats there, innit, right? You can have your own boat there too. Probably fish as well if you wanted. Chin is probably so pissed off. He'd love to live here. Chin would love to live here. This is gorgeous, man. Fucking hell. Look at that view. Literally nothing blocking it. Because you're up on the hill. That is so nice. Maybe it's actually worth that extra 2 mil on top, maybe, to make it 4. Might make it worth it. Especially if you buy it outright and you got that view. That is gorgeous, bro. Wow. That is really fucking nice.
Never gets old, right, Mom?
Tear that fucking old ass apart, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just a feeling. I don't think she's enjoying herself. I think there's too many of these posts. I think she's trying very hard to convince herself that she likes it, the change of pace and stuff, but I don't think she's enjoying it. I think this is a cope. I think she's trying very hard to put on a good face, but I don't think she's enjoying it. I don't know. I just can't imagine somebody like her in the hustle and bustle and the glitz and glam of LA being okay with living. I would love it. I'm sure some of you guys in the stream chat would love it too. It seems very quiet. It's kind of it's far cry from 6th Street and the busyness of, like, you know, the center of Austin and shit, but it's probably close enough to drive, right? It's probably not that far, but it's a nice little secluded area, gated community, boom boom boom, nice and safe for your kids. Like, most people would love it, but I don't think she's enjoying it. I don't know. There's been too many of these posts, and I've seen a couple posts on the homeless cat on the fucking Tfatk subreddit. A bunch of pics of her taking, you know, selfies of herself in the mirror, half naked. I think she's bored, man. I don't think she's enjoying herself. I think she's fucking bored. I'm not convinced SLO-Jo is loving her time there. So I'm curious to see. A lot of you guys have been saying, and people in the Reddit have also been saying, that allegedly the summers in Austin are brutal. So I'm curious to see how they're going to cope when the weather does really start picking up. And obviously some of those hailstorms as well. So I want to see them when they get tested. When the elements come down, when Austin, Texas starts to Austin, Texas, I'm curious to see how they handle it. But my gut feeling is that SLO-JO's not enjoying it. I don't know. Just something about me. I would love it, and I don't know why she wouldn't love it too, especially at their age. You know, how much can you be this whole Kardashian clone thing? Make your own little thing over there. But I don't know. I don't buy that they're liking it. I don't buy that they're enjoying it too much. Big up everyone stream chat. I don't like the backyard either. Yep. I lived a mile and a half from their house. It's very quiet, almost rural to suburban. Really? Oh, sick. Okay. I don't mind that, to be fair. I'm a big believer. I'm like, I don't like in betweens. If I live somewhere, I want to live in the heart of the fucking city, right on the fucking strip, or I want to live like half an hour away so I can kind of go in and come out. You know what I mean? I much prefer that. So I actually wouldn't mind living somewhere like this, to be honest. Even as like a single person, I literally wouldn't mind. Maybe it's a bit of a bitch to live in a house that big though, because I'm so used to apartments, innit? Because I live in London. I'm not too sure about like upkeep and just generally like walking around a big house. Like, you know, it's just annoying, up and down stairs and shit. But I actually wouldn't mind living in a place like this. The only thing I don't like is the gated community shit. I'm not really into the gated community stuff, you know. I want to be amongst the people. Like a gated community, like imagine if you live in a gated community but your neighbors are boring, or they're like or they're very, very private and keep themselves to themselves, then it becomes a little bit, you know, dead. Gated communities where everyone's kind of outside and neighbors are talking and having little barbecues and shit, that's cool. But if it's a gated community where people are just super private and they keep themselves to themselves, or they're really old, that's kind of boring, you know. That's kind of boring to me. I want to be with the people at least. With the peeps. Jack Donny Jr. A 3 million mosquito per cubic meters is hilarious. I couldn't handle the snow. I couldn't handle the heat. I'm a snow puppy. Yeah. I wouldn't even say I'm a snow puppy. I just don't like. I like it when it's warm. I just want a breeze. I hate it when, because I think you have that a lot in LA, right, or places in America like Arizona and shit, where you just have like no clouds, just pure heat. I hate that shit. I want a bit of a breeze. Give me a bit of an overcast and then give me the heat as well, and I'm fine with it. Like in parts of the Mediterranean, you get that a lot, especially during the summers. You get some sun, but there's also a breeze. I just don't like there's no clouds and it's blue and it's just like fucking burning your fucking scalp. Bit of Coiler, the only downside is if you bring people home after, you can't get rid of them. Oh yeah, true. Good point, Coiler. Yeah, then they've stayed until the morning, innit? Yes, true. So if you bring people home, they have to stay till the morning, or so it's annoying for you because you can't get rid of them, but they also have to decide if they come out to you, they have to go home the next day. So usually in this type of situations, you end up with not a lot of people coming back to yours. From what I read, in my short time of living by myself, the further away you live from the action, the less likely people will come to you. So if you don't like people coming to your house, the best thing you can do is live as far away from the action as possible. That's the trick. If you actually don't like hosting people, you don't like, you know, whatever, people crashing in your house, just live away from the action, live away from the hustle and bustle. And usually people just get, you know, they're too lazy. They can't bother to like get an Uber out to yours or stay over until the morning. People don't want to do that. It's a good little trick. 80 wants to live in the hood. No, kind of, and I don't know. To be fair, maybe depends. Not hood just for the sake of living in a hood, but you know, sometimes living in the hustle and bustle thing is kind of fun. But I'm also not opposed to the suburbs, to living like. That's why eventually the hope is for me anyway. When I do eventually get my foot on the property market and buy my own crib, the hope is to eventually get a place outside of London and move to a place like Manchester or something. That is the dream. That is the goal. But I would love, just because I've lived here most of my life, I would love nothing more than to get a little flat somewhere in London. That'd be so fucking sick. But unfortunately, London property prices are probably the same as parts of LA and New York, are crazy. Like the place I was kind of like, I grew up in, Canning Town and shit. Like it's really dilapidated. It's one of the worst places in London. Maybe in the borough of Newham, is probably horrible. But there's flats, like even flats my mum used to live in and shit. They're like £1 million, like £1 million, £1 million for like a council flat. It's crazy. The property prices in London don't make any sense. But you know, I've got this chip on my shoulder where I feel like I should have something to show for my time here. So I think that's what I would end up doing. Probably getting a place out in Manchester, maybe renting for the time being, saving money, and then obviously buying a crib here just for the sake of it, and then obviously renting it out. I probably wouldn't stay in it though if I bought a crib in London. I'll probably just rent it out immediately. I'll just get a decent enough flat and rent it out, because you can obviously get a decent rent with that regards. But yeah, this is a really nice place. Just that garden, I would immediately change this. I don't know how much it is to change. I'd imagine I'd imagine changing your pour is super expensive. I'd imagine. I've never done it, but I'm just looking at pours. I'd imagine it's super expensive to try and change it. But the one thing I'd definitely change is this flooring patio situation. I hate these square things, these cement blocks. Either just have it full decking or have it full grass. Like this, that stuff is shit. I hate that. Change that and this is perfect. Change that and it's perfect. But yeah, that's them in it, I guess. That's blood clot them. Big up, big up, big up, big up Slow Joe. What's Brendan actually saying on his Instagram? Let's check out Brendan's Instagram quickly before we continue. Bear with me a second. Let's check out Brendan's Instagram.
Powerful bunch.
Oh, big up, big up, big up, big up JU for life. Appreciate you. Big up JU for life. You're a fucking legend. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Big up for the 5-member bomb. Big up JU for life. You're a ledge. Anyone that gets a membership, make sure you thank JU for life. You're a ledge.
Big up 5 for 5.
5 for 5, exactly. Yeah. 5 for 5. We're out here. We're out here. We're out here. Big up JU for life. Appreciate it, brother. So let's see. What's he got on his Instagram? Anything new? Anything new?
Powerful bunch.
Hold on. What's that? Coach called him a fucking F word.
With dangerous Andrew Fisher standing in. Hammer! Right field and deep! Gone!
So I'm assuming
Powerful bunch.
I'm assuming Brendan is sharing this as a justification for him walking down that umpire, right? I'm assuming that's why Brendan's sharing this, isn't it? Obviously, easy likes, and also, oh, it's the hat he's wearing too, in it, right? That's Tennessee. Okay,
Powerful
cool.
bunch.
So I guess it's that hat he's wearing. So this is Brendan's new team. He's a bandwagoning hype beast, clout chaser, glory hunter. So now Brendan's a Tennessee fan. So he's showing that. And I guess he's also trying to justify him walking down that umpire because allegedly his coach told him to hit it. What? Fucking F word, then hit it. Okay, cool. I guess so. And maybe it's an easy way to get likes as well and whatever else on his profile. Fair play. Fair play, I guess. Fair fucking play, I guess. Next, let's check his stories. What's he saying on his stories? Anything I missed out on his fucking stories? What's this one? Rain. Something about rain. We don't care. Oh, is it what's this? New shop studio cooking. Oh, so is this what it looks like now on the inside? Okay, so the cars are parked length. Okay, cool. So the cars are parked on lengthwise. I'm assuming most likely that crib they've got, there's not enough space in the garage for these cars, isn't it? So he kind of has to park them in there. That's why he probably got this studio garage place, because his house can't fit all the cars in, I'm assuming. Or it's probably, it doesn't look cool to have them all in the driveway. That's why he's got them all in here. But that's the demon there. And then there's a drink, there's a rain advert he's got. Cool. Okay. What's this? Okay, cool. Interstellar barbecue that you went to. I love that he's atting them, by the way, hoping to get some fucking free food. Let's see this post. What's this post talking about? Putting in the work daily. What are they saying on the stream chat? Anything in the replies? Any trolling? Great photo, make available on island. Texas must have been expensive. Move. I do love you, my guy. Listen every episode. I got Black Buffalo and Rain, so I'm super jacked. AI fake news. Atrocious form. Hey, how come you demanded going away cake from your employees, and then when they got you one, you said you didn't want to do this? They actually did have to. Is Rain trying to expand from energy drinks into business of likability? Always use a spotter, don't second guess yourself. Honestly, the trolling is never far, isn't it? The trolling is never far with Brendan. It's never fucking far. Are you in the business of likability? It's fucking hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ. Moving to Texas and wearing Tennessee hat is wild. Need a couple meals. Where is Tennessee? Is Tennessee not in Texas? I don't know where the fuck Tennessee is. Please forgive me. Where the fuck is Tennessee? Tennessee's is that a state next to Texas? Why is he wearing that hat then? Is it a state next to Texas or not? Tennessee is a state next to it's next to Texas, isn't it? Right? It's Texas right there. Huh? Is it a state or is it not? It's a state or a city. Texas is the official state of Tennessee. It's landlocked. What is Tennessee known for? Home of country music. Nashville known as music. So Nashville is where Tennessee is. Okay, cool. I always thought Nashville was in Texas. Nashville is in Tennessee, not Texas. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay, I need a couple of music. It's the capital of Texas. Yep, Tennessee, Texas. You can walk there. It's a state by Georgia, over 10 hours from Texas. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, congratulations to Brendan on that regard. Congratulations to Brendan on that regard. Cool. Let's move on. Let's go comedy. Let's go comedy enforcement, right? Is it comedy? Yeah, big up comedy enforcement. Comedy enforcement got a new video. The biggest ROGANSPHERE comedians are losing it. Let's see what my guy is saying. Big up comedy enforcement. Big up blood clot comedy enforcement. I know some of you motherfuckers on here don't like him, but I love him. He's usually got some interesting insights into comedians. I don't always agree with his point of views, but I do like that he comes from a fresh perspective. You get me? So let's hear what he has to say.
But in comedy, if you're to borrow, it's called stealing. But for some reason in the music business, Nicki Minaj can completely take Sir Mix-a-Lot's thing, make it dumb, and now it's
dumb
like
it down.
hit. Like,
So, as you guys know, I've had to deal with a lot of plagiarism, people stealing my ideas and concepts.
Maybe, Tim's killing it right now. Maybe he's going to start leaving the conspiracy stuff.
He's another Rogan bump guy, right?
Yeah, dude, Rogan. He did Rogan and just.
He's always so funny, Tim, man.
Yeah, dude, he's great. But if the problem is so massive and there's nothing that you can do about it, does it really help to just worry about it?
Like, my girl cares about politics. She cares. And I'm like, yo, this makes no difference. But I look at people who follow politics, I'm like, yo, dorks, yo. Fucking stupid ass.
An idiot. He signed this bill. What you know about bills, you dork? You know, there was a bill signed in 84. Shut the up, right?
Yo, none of us are that political.
Yeah.
We're political, but not really. We're not that wrapped up in it because we are passionate about comedy.
Famous last words, bro. Look at comedy enforcement doing the research, doing the fucking science. That's how it used to be, innit? That's how it used to be. That's why this podcast was so good. But they all honey-dicked us, really. I think deep down, like, all these guys, everything they say they don't like, they secretly like. So they all spoke very disparagingly about Hollywood, about the entertainment industry. And then as soon as they got famous, they were fucking sucking and jiving for the fucking Hollywood, endorsements or Hollywood fucking approval, right? Or validation, for lack of a better term. Same with politics. I don't care about this. As soon as you get a fucking bit of notoriety, you get a bit of a following, suddenly you want to opine about politics. Suddenly you want to have a voice. You want to start letting people know what your opinions are. Fucking hell.
I mean, it's really funny. It's like the biggest interview of Pete's career is when he came on the pod. Bernie's interview was like incredibly successful, Do you need a liberal Joe Rogan, or do you just need to come on podcasts?
Yeah.
The advantage, I think, or the competitive advantage in terms of like understanding people that we might have is that we literally travel the country.
I love how serious they take themselves. I wonder if that's part of my error, part of my mistake, part of my shortcoming. The fact I don't take myself so seriously. Maybe you have to take yourself so seriously. Maybe you have to think, even though you're just talking for a living, maybe you have to think that what you're saying is so powerful, is so needed, is so essential, is so fucking thought-provoking, mind-expanding, that your presence is necessary. You have to say what you have to say. You have to speak truth to power. Maybe you have to really believe in your shit, no matter who you are. Believe that you're the guy, Believe that your podcast is actually going to influence politics. It's going to sway elections.
Every single weekend, we go to liberal cities, conservative cities, neutral cities.
Yeah.
We go every single weekend and we perform for these people. We talk to these people.
Honestly though, but think, not to be that guy, right? Not to be that guy. But surely, how can you be funny when you live like this? Think about it, people. How can you be funny when you live like this? When you pull up to a private or you pull up to an airfield and you walk up to a fucking private jet to go to a gig with your shopping bags in tow. How can you be funny? Maybe podcasting didn't kill stand-up comedy. Maybe money killed stand-up comedy. Maybe fame and money kill stand-up comedy. Because how can you be funny if you're taking a private jet to a gig? How?
Powerful bunch.
Big up, Mr. Studio Girl.
Luigi head off.
Exactly, yeah. Back to Luigi head off. Big up, big up, big up.
Neutral cities.
Yeah.
We go every single weekend and we perform for these people. We talk to these people. So we start to get a good understanding of what people are frustrated by.
Stand-up comedy has always been one of, if not the most competitive and toughest industries to try and make a living in, because before Joe Rogan took down Carlos Mencia and before his podcast gave him the power to take over the whole comedy scene and change the culture, before that it was ruthless. The whole game was run by comics and people in the industry who did not care about being nice and trying to help out as many people as possible, and instead they were looking out for their best interest. However, there was a catch. You had to produce good material or you were out. No one was above criticism, regardless of how rich and famous they were. But now, these days, if you're in Joe's close circle, you're pretty much safe and bulletproof because his audience will always ride for you and support you no matter how mid your material is. And
it needs to be said, in it, be out enforcement. It needs to be said, it's pretty astonishing how many mid comedians are in Joe Rogan's inner circle, innit? If you think about it. For somebody that's so fucking seasoned in comedy, who's one of the biggest people out there, it's kind of astonishing how average most of his friends are. Truly, truly average. But he's the biggest guy out. Most famous one there. Literal kingmaker. But everyone around him is fucking dog shit. The ones in his inner circle anyway, for the most part. With the exception of maybe 5 people, 3 people.
And so it is funny that the same guy who once destroyed and took down Carlos Mencia now surrounds himself with comedians who can't even take mild criticism. And when they do, they have to protect their ego by doing the most insane mental gymnastics to try and explain why somebody might not like what they're doing.
Comedians really, you know, they'll just talk shit on a podcast, or they'll pretend like, you know, me and Rogan and everybody in Austin's a bunch of Nazis and all. You just have to agree with everything they say or you're not part of the club and all this crap.
It's true.
Meanwhile, again, you know.
And I think sometimes you feel this like scrutiny coming from those specific figures. And I think part of it deep down is this insecurity of like, I don't know if I could go out on my own, and I'm upset that they thought that they could and it's working. Because you're making the same content, only you got a daddy.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Al?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying,
you know, when you really see that, when comics start attacking comics that are doing better than them.
Yeah.
Because it's only comics that are doing better than them. So what's happening? Comparison, the thief of joy.
Yes.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. And so there's this feeling like, what about me?
But he has to consider though that I think if you're jealous of these guys and you're a comedian, you're within your rights to be, innit? Especially if you think you're funnier. And these guys are incredibly mid, incredibly shit for the most part. They ain't that great. So the fact that most of these guys are more successful than the majority of all stand-up comedians combined, like a lot of them are like multi-millionaires 2 times over, super, super comfortable, you know? I'd understand why if you're like an up-and-coming comedian or you're a comedian that's been around for ages, but you don't know Rogan and you're struggling, I'd understand why you're a little bit envious and jealous. You have every right to be, because Joe can just find one person like him and then suddenly that person's the biggest thing to slice bread, but the talent or the fucking comedy doesn't match it. So I understand. It's maybe a waste of emotion. Maybe you should just focus on your craft and, you know, hope that your fortunes change. But Joe's being a bit disingenuous here because he's the kingmaker, and for some reason, his taste in other comedians is pretty shit too.
Me, be honest. Why is he f***ing history hyenas? I don't give a fuck if they're back. Fuck off.
Yeah. We are back.
Baby, I'm a baby. It's all about me. Everybody else sucks.
Yeah, that's what.
Imagine you listen to that as you're in your fucking Prius going from club to club, playing for fucking $50 or a drink token. Imagine you're hearing these guys cackling about you and your career. Imagine how that's going to make you feel.
That is true. If someone doesn't like it, then yeah, you don't like Tom, I guess. Then that's cool.
Yeah, totally.
We all have different sense of humors.
But this creates a huge problem because now we've got comedians who are protected from criticism even when they do things that absolutely deserve it. And so in this video, we'll be focusing on two recent examples. We'll begin with Tom Segura's show, which we recently covered, but missed a very crucial detail, which was called out by one of you guys in the comments, which said the Tom's show looks suspiciously similar to Bill Burr's Immoral Compass. But also on top of that, we found out that Tom's opening sketch for his show, you know, the one with the failed assassin, was basically a shot-for-shot remake of another scene, of an opening scene for a movie that's also on Netflix. And
that's not fair. Come on, that's not fair. That scene from The Killer has been done in many assassin films. That's a shot that everyone does. Come on, that ain't fair. I watched that film, The Killer, with Michael Fassbender. It's pretty decent, not the greatest, but it's okay. But that shot isn't that impressive. It's a standard shot that you would do if you were gonna make a movie about an assassin, you know? Taking the shot like looking through the fucking viewfinder or whatever. Come on, bro. Come on. That's not fair.
And the fact that no one is calling it out or even talking about it is absolutely insane. And even though we're not saying that Tom is stealing, it is kind of wild how one of Joe's closest friends is putting out content that feels like a remix of other people's work. And then we also have Andrew Schulz, who recently has been slowly trying to rebrand his show from a comedy and sports podcast into a full-blown political talk show featuring Schulz epiphanies and some jokes here and there, which is fine. I get it. People change.
Oh yeah, true. It used to be about sports, isn't it? What was it called? Yeah, it's true. It used to be about sports, isn't it? True. They used to talk about sports too. That's when Kaz and that guy, that's when that black guy Kaz was on there. He's now got his own podcast that's doing pretty well. I forgot the name of it too. But yeah, they used to do sports. I forgot about that.
Change. The show is not the same anymore. But when you compare Andrew to, let's say, Tim Dillon, Shane Gillis, Tony Hinchcliffe, or even Tom and Bert Kreischer, I don't think I've ever heard them talk about how their platform, how their show is a serious platform for politicians to go on and have a serious conversation. That was usually left to Joe Rogan's podcast, but now it's very clear to me that Schulz is trying to position his show to be a version of Joe's podcast whenever elections come up, basically turning the show into just another stop for politicians. But we'll begin by focusing on Tom Segura first. So let's get started.
I basically do like a wraparound thing. And to describe what the show is, it's basically Tyler makes these really short, dark, major left turn short films that all have like a theme, like jealousy, envy, empathy, or something, whatever. And it's all built around. I just love about each one of them. It's like there comes that everybody's sort of normal when they start, and there's either an event or a decision. And there's a fork in the road, and someone can veer left or they veer right, and your characters always veer in the direction of excitement, we'll say. I can't stress enough. I just hope people, are going to flock to this thing, because the casting that we got on this, you have one where I think these two guys should do a movie, just the way they look together on screen. We have one of the short films that stars Vince Vaughn and Bobby Lee, and just seeing the two of them together, they're both like genius comedic actors. Yeah. And one guy's, what's Vince, 6'5"?
He's 6'5".
He's like your height.
Yeah, and then Bobby's like 6 or 7. I hope
5'2".
No, he's got to be small. No.
If we were lucky enough to get another season of this, I have more ideas. of where I want to take that guy.
I have a couple ideas too, because it's like that guy, we could go further with him, or it's like, what if you're another guy?
It's a collection of short stories.
I want to watch that, actually. That sounds really good. That sounds and looks really good. I want to watch those, actually.
Kind of like if you watch the old Twilight Zone, where they would kind of introduce a theme or a topic, and these are all twisted, kind of messed up. Like if there was like a dark comedic Black Mirror, it would be like, I think, kind of like this show.
Now, this came from the second channel, and shout out to the people who pointed this out, because honestly, I had completely forgotten about Bill's show. It was not on my radar at all, even though I do remember seeing something about it in the past, but I never watched an episode. But then, after watching the show and comparing it to what Tom did, it does look very similar to Not Talk About It. I recommend you go check out that video on the second channel. I'll link it down below, but for now, let me quickly break down what stood out to me the most. So right away, when you compare the shows, they both follow the exact same format. The show's host introduces the episodes with a short monologue, and then they go into the short stories. However, the big difference is that when it comes to Bill, he basically plays one single character and also has a small role in one of the sketches. But when it comes to Tom, not only does he introduce every episode, but he's also part of almost every single sketch on the show. But then if we take a look at the episodes, the way they're named, and also the descriptions, there's no denying it looks way too similar. And even the name of the show, Bad Thoughts, also sounds way too similar to Immoral Compass. I mean, they both lean on the same concept, saying or doing what you're not supposed to. Now,
I don't know, man. This feels a little bit like a stretch. It also feels like not the most original idea anyway, you know? Immoral Compass is basically a play on Black Mirror. This is, if anything, Bad Thoughts is a copy of a copy of a copy. Bill Burr did his twist on Black Mirror. Kind of, right? Kind of. Or those kind of short stories. So I don't know. I don't know if you can accuse Tom Segura of plagiarism if Bill Burr's one is based on something else. You know what I mean? Like, there is no original idea under the sun. Everything's a reinterpretation or remix of something. I don't know. I think this is a little bit of a stretch. A little bit of a stretch.
Now, to be fair, you could argue that many comedy specials have similar names or even similar concepts, but when it comes to comedy specials, at least you know what to expect. Now, some people did point out that Tom and Bill both copied other shows, which is fair, but I think the big difference is that when it comes to Bill, because he's so close to Tom, not in terms of being friends, but I mean, like, Bill is such a huge part of the comedy culture, of the comedy scene, that every single comedian knows about him and his work. And so for Tom to do something very similar to Bill and not mention him, it is a little bit odd.
But plagiarism in comedies, like, outwardly dismissed. Like, there's no lawsuits, but yet comedians...
No, it's self-policing, though. It's self-policing. It's like if someone does that, you go, I mean...
Now...
I think that's the first time I ever saw you, was calling out...
Yeah, but before that, a lot of people got away with it, man. A lot of people built careers.
Before that, Rogan trying to act like he was the reason why plagiarism stopped. He was the canary in the coal mine. He sounded the alarm, right? Fuck off. Fuck off. Look at him. Yeah, before me, no one called that plagiarism.
Off of plagiarism.
Well, even the great Robin Williams had that reputation.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was doing kind of this other thing. I don't know.
Well, it's like when you're just freeballing and you get stuck, you just take somebody else's stuff. And back then, there was no internet, so there's no accountability. I think that's just the big part of this equation, as the internet comes along. And there's been so many instances of a comedian's career now, like, really crashing because the internet sleuths, they start looking at it and they go, no, this came from that came from this.
Yeah.
Like, her special here is like this is his bit, this is her bit, this is all plagiarized and just reworked horse bit.
Now, let's say there was a comedian who knew Joe Rogan and had been on the podcast, then they got offered a bunch of money to do a TV show, and instead of doing something original, they just take Joe's podcast and put it on TV, like copy the format, the table, the microphones, the type of guest, the length of episodes, the titles, everything gets copied. I feel like even though some people might argue that's not stealing because it is a podcast, I'm pretty sure everyone would call it out and also talk about how someone is clearly trying to do Rogan. it would be a horrible look. And also what's really interesting is that Bill's show was clearly shot on a way smaller budget, but it's still delivered with just funny writing. Whereas Tom's show, you know, he had the Netflix money doing the heavy lifting and it still wasn't the greatest. And by the way, someone in the comments said it best. Bill makes comedy while Tom sells comedy. Now that wasn't even that bad. I mean, it's two shows with similar names.
Let's relax as well. Stand up is shit across the board. Let's relax, man. I know Bill Burr's funny as well, but let's relax. Bill's not some fucking infallible oracle as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's relax. Let's all relax, okay? They're all telling dick jokes on stage to pay the fucking mortgage. Let's chill out a little bit. Fucking hell.
Similar structure and similar episode names. It's whatever. But then someone pointed out that Tom's failed assassin sketch, the one that is at the beginning of his show, is basically the exact same as the first 20 minutes of the movie The Killer. And when you take a look, it's pretty wild.
It's a job.
Maybe I watched too many thrillers. Maybe I watched too many army, like war, assassin movies. But I swear I've seen this shot in many other shows and series as well. This assassin shot. Because assassins kind of, you know, movies kind of all do the same thing. They shoot their targets from far away and the shot is usually the same, right? It's them trying to blend in around the background. It's them trying to get a clear line of sight on their target, focusing, maybe some last minute fucking nerves and hiccups and stuff, but it generally follows the same sort of pattern. So it's kind of unfair to say Bad Thoughts copies The Killer when The Killer probably copies a bunch of other movies about assassins, right? Or something along those kind of lines. I don't know.
I have a routine. No attachments. Follow your rules. I only have one. No women. No children.
Oh, fuck. Maybe she's okay. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I find music a useful distraction. A focus tool. Keeps the inner voice from wandering. This is what it takes. My process is purely logistical. Never yield an advantage. You want to succeed. Simple.
Now this one is a little bit tricky because, to be completely fair, that was the only scene that we found, and it was only thanks to someone in the comments who pointed that out. And so who knows if there's more out there. But also, this isn't about whether you can pay homage or do parody. Of course you can, but here's the problem. Tom never pitched this as a sketch show. He went on multiple podcasts, interviews, press runs, all saying how this was a collection of dark short films that he had written, stories, not parody, not sketches. And so when you look at his show, and his first sketch is basically a shot-for-shot remake of the opening scene for the movie The Killer. And on top of that, they don't make it obvious that it's a parody, since, you know, I don't know if a lot of people saw that movie. It makes it feel less like a short film, and it feels more like the mind of Mencia. I'm kidding. Obviously, I don't think Tom himself copied any of those ideas. I mean, he does have a group of writers, so maybe it was them. But come on, you cannot look at those scenes side by side and not say anything. It's pretty crazy. But now that
come on. Come on, comedy enforcement. Come on, man. I don't know. This feels like a stretch to me. It feels like a stretch.
we have Bill's show to compare it to Bad Thoughts, it gets very interesting because, in my opinion, Immoral Compass was a lot better than Bad Thoughts. And obviously, it was shot on a way smaller budget. He had a lot of comedians on the show, and it was good. And so when you think about the fact that Tom had the Netflix budget, a massive production, and access to a lot of comedians, but he still did what he did, it's not a good look. And once again, some people will argue that because everyone copies each other or takes from other shows, that it's okay. But when it comes to the ROGANSPHERE, especially someone that close to Rogan, it is kind of odd because going off Joe's standards, when it comes to comedians copying others, it's a horrible look.
And he just cherry picks ideas. How can I rework?
To be fair, that's a fair point to make. Rogan's quick to call out others about plagiarism, but then when it affects people within his inner circle, he never calls it. But that's Rogan's MO. Do you remember, he doesn't talk about counterculture as much. Remember how big he was on counterculture? Do you remember how big, you remember how anti-cancel culture Rogan was? But then as soon as cancel culture came for his friends and for some very serious allegations, you know, the rapes and the diddling and shit, he completely changed his tune. He doesn't really talk about cancel culture as much anymore. He kind of keeps himself quiet. He also doesn't, I feel like he's taken a step back from JRE being that platform where everyone goes when they get cancelled. If you get cancelled, your first stop is JRE. He kind of doesn't like doing that anymore. He kind of leaves people to kind of fend for themselves. But, you know, he's kind of always been that type of guy. Even with the Donald Trump and Elon thing going on now, he's probably going to bury his hand in the sand, not say anything about it either. He's a little bit of a cow when it comes to this type of things. He's, you know, he's bullish on certain things, but as soon as it touches his friends, he completely clams up and doesn't want to say anything.
That. How can I fit that into my beaner material? How can I fit that into this? That's what he does.
Oh, those jokes are so fucking hard to do. Fuck! Black people, fuck! White people, fuck! Those jokes are so fucking hard to do. You fucking craftsman! You goddamn fucking genius! Would you compare white people to Mexicans? That is insane! How do you do that? How do you rework Paul Mooney's material, take out the word and put in Mexican? That is genius!
It's almost like Mad Libs. Like they'll just like say he's saying you go to the zoo and you got a bit about a gorilla. He makes it an orangutan. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was taking
Dane Cook did that to me.
He was taking a dump.
Dane Cook did that to me. He did it on Premium Blend. He did my joke about tigers. He did it with rhinos. Genius.
And funny enough, Bill was part of the conversation back then when it was about Mencia stealing jokes, and now he's part of the conversation again, but now as a potential victim. I'm kidding. You know, I don't think it really matters, but in this case, because it is Bill Burr, you know, a massive comedian, a comic that everyone knows, I feel like someone should have told Tom that he was doing a very similar show.
Maybe they spoke behind the scenes though. I know we wouldn't know, but maybe they spoke behind the scenes. Maybe they've had a conversation behind the scenes and stuff. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're not that bothered about it. You know? I don't know. Maybe they spoke behind the scenes. You never know.
As Immoral Compass, and so that way Tom could have given Bill some credit when talking about the show. Instead, he was comparing it to the Twilight Zone when he was promoting the show, which is pretty silly. Instead of just saying that it was like Bill's show, and it does make you wonder if Tom actually knew, or if he has a team around him who can't tell him anything negative or tell him the truth. And that's also kind of what's happening. Yeah, but OOCH, AT&T, Elon tweeted about the SN files, about Rogan's recording, Jerry, yeah. I saw. It's on the list, big O, it's on the list. Into Andrew Schultz and the Flagrant podcast, because back then, you know, Schultz used to be the comedian who didn't hold back and called everyone out and made fun of everyone, including comedians in the ROGANSPHERE. But now it's way different. For example, recently, Schultz has gotten way too deep into politics that he's now basically shielded or protected from criticism because even his own co-hosts and friends can't really make fun of him or call him out because they're afraid of being seen as not being on the same team. It's pretty silly.
You know, that's a big conversation happening in New York right now is a lot of comics that we respect, like Colin Quinn and Louis and the older guys, are all like, you guys should all get rid of your podcasts. They're like, you're not journalists. You shouldn't be talking about politics. You shouldn't be talking about world events. And these funny thoughts you have, you should be writing them down and you should be trying them on stage.
Colin Quinn and Louis C.K., you're right. They said exactly what I was saying. Most of these comedians are wasting all their time and energy on their pods, which I understand because I'd imagine most comedians, their large majority of their income, apart from the ones that tour, mostly comes from podcasting. I'd imagine most of these guys monthly, the biggest part of their monthly nut comes from podcasting. But if you're a fan of their stand-up, you suffer because all their effort, all their best material goes on pontificating about fucking Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, China, Trump, Elon, this, that. Do you know what I mean? That's where the energy goes to. Whatever culture war thing's going on, the energy isn't put on stage. So Colin Quinn and Louis C.K. were right about that. They were right about that. But will these guys ever stop their podcast? No. Makes too much money. Makes too much money.
And you'd be a better comic.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the #2 podcast in the world. No big deal. I'm just saying, no big deal. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And I'm sure all the people make.
Yo, big up.
Hot bottles for Queen Nooch, champagne bottle emoji.
Yeah, exactly,
champagne bottle emoji, party popper emoji.
Yes. Pop bottles for Queen Uche. Pop bottles for Queen Uche always. Whatever bottles Queen Uche wants to pop, let them be popped in the chat. Big up Uche, big up Young God Vibes. Appreciate. Look at this love. Look at this love between the flipping people in the stream chat. Love it, innit, right? Love it. Love to see it. Big up everybody. Friday night settings. We're out here. We're all getting lit. We're all popping bottles. I'm popping Evian. Let me know what bottles you guys are popping there in the stream chat. Let me know what bottles you're on. I'm on the Evian. Let me know what bottles you're on.
Make a reaction video content about how we fall off. I'm sure you'll make videos about how we're succeeding.
Yes.
We're looking forward to last week's. You must have missed it last week when we were #3, but it's okay. It was busy. It was a holiday weekend. Now that we're #2, obviously there'll be double the amount of videos, right? Because they're honest. They're not just trying to use negativity.
Don't lie, really. Sick. Big up Uche. Big up fucking Uche, bro. Big up fucking Uche. Big up fucking Uche. Big up fucking Uche. Big up fucking Uche. What's everything going? Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go. Big up fucking Uche. Big up fucking Uche. Let's play this. Let's hopefully you don't get taken down. Let's play a little bit. Let's play a little bit of this fucking legendary track. Big up Uche. Big up Uche for graduating fucking med school. Big up fucking Uche for graduating med school. What a fucking G. Big up Blood Clot Uche. Big up Blood Clot Uche. Bottles in the chat. Bottles in the chat. Let's fucking go. Bottles in the chat. Oh, you had on your eye. Fuck. Sorry, miss on your OG. My bad. Big up Uche. Big up Uche. We're celebrating on here anyway, regardless. Big up fucking Uche. Everyone in the stream chat, get your fucking celebrations out here. Party poppers in the stream chat. For Blood Clot Uche. What's happening here? Why is the thing not working? Come on, load for goodness sake. There you go. Yo. Big up Uche. Graduated med school. Congratulations, sis. Celebrations in order. Yep. Come on. Big up Uche. Celebration time. One more time. Celebration time. Come on. Yeah. Let's leave it there. Before we get taken down. Big up Blood Clot Uche. Congratulations, sis. Congratulations. Big med school graduation. Congrats. Everybody in the stream chat. If you have any ailments, any skin conditions, any concerns, any STDs. Yo, big up Uche.
Couldn't have done it without this blood clot stream and chat.
Big up Uche, appreciate the super chat. You're a legend. Big up fucking Uche. If you have any concerns, any ailments, any sicknesses, any STDs, any skin conditions, any rashes, right? Any mental issues, you know who to contact in the stream chat. You know who to contact, right? At Uche for all your medical needs. Uche's graduated med school now. She can help all of us in the stream chat. Any concern we have, medical, physical, metaphysical, spiritual, she can help us. Big up Blood Clot Uche. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Let's do it one more time. Let's continue.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party.
Celebrating Uche's graduation.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Med school, med school.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together.
We graduated.
What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world.
Graduated.
It's a celebration.
Boom. Big up Uche. Big up Uche. Big up Uche. Congratulations. Congratulations, Queen. Congratulations. Okay, in that guess, you know what? Comedy enforcement. We got what he was talking about. Let's not go back to that. I appreciate him. Let me give him a little like anyway. He's a fucking legend still. We got where he was going. We understand his point. Let's give him a like. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it there. There's a link. There's a title. Check out Comedy Enforcement. He's a fucking G. Let's move on, actually. Let's move on. And let's do this. Guys in the stream chat. Guys and girls in the stream chat. If your boss spoke to you this way, how would you feel? People in the stream chat, let me know. If your boss spoke to you this way, how would you feel? This is the boss. This is the employee. The boss in the middle, Dave Portnoy. The employee, this guy here on the right. If your boss spoke to you this way, how would you react?
I think right now you probably
nothing.
don't do it.
Nothing. Silence everything.
What do you?
Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because Dave, that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge?
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question. Not
Answer it.
How many deaths?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Like how in America, American citizens.
What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Okay, we're there.
Now.
So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or no, but here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000%.
Powerful bunch.
Big up.
Congrats, Uche. We have the most educated chat making fun of the dumbest comedian role.
Exactly. But it makes sense though, isn't it? It does make sense. It does make sense that highly intelligent people would watch highly redacted things, no? Most of my friends that are actually smart watch the worst stuff like Baddies, Bad Boys Club, I don't know, Below the Deck, whatever else reality TV show, Kardashians and shit. Most people that I know that are really intelligent love a good old trash TV hate watch because it helps your brain to turn off, right? That part, you just kind of watch nonsense stuff. Like most people that I know that are intelligent love slop. They love content slop. They love content slop. I don't know what it is. I think I've wasted a lot of my spare time watching a lot of this shit, you know? Like, I don't know.
People out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about...
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like, those guys...
You are defending this guy, Mick, for what he said right after that happened. He's not anti-Semitic.
I'm not defending him. No,
if your brain goes there,
I'm
you are
not defending him, Dave. What I'm
piece of
saying
shit.
is you should have him on here or somebody else.
If your brain goes there, you're an anti-Semitic piece of shit. God damn it, bro.
It's like that and fucking fight with them because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Dave, these guys that wrote the thing at the bar, fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
You're going to fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking... He's not... You can't come on
it was
for
a bar
5
I
minutes.
owned. It was a bar I owned.
They should have been kicked out. So, but my thing is...
No,
like,
it's not just kick out, Kirk. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. What, Dave, what do you want to do to those guys? What do you want
think
to
it's
do?
related?
What do you want to do with those guys in the bar? Put them in jail for 50 years? Fine. I don't care.
I didn't
They're
say that.
assholes.
You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at
is
all.
anti-Semitic,
Not at all.
shut
Not at all.
up. If you just want me to ignore it,
don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
There's not a salary in the world that you could pay me to take this level of abuse. But I also think that's part of the reason why, you know, I've had my up and downs of employment. I'm not gonna lie, because I can't take this level of disrespect. I couldn't take this. We're gonna have to have a fight. Like, you're not talking to me like this. Don't care if you're my boss. You're not talking to me like this. You're not. You're just not. I don't care if it's how you speak, it's your whatever. You cannot speak to me this way. We're gonna have to have a physical fight. Like, I will crash out. Like, and I'll happily sit in jail. Happily. I'll take the charge. Community service. 30 days in jail. 6 months. I'll take it. No one's talking to me this way. But I think success is being able to take this sort of stuff.
Powerful bunch.
Big up Asad Aziz.
Oy vey. This got my yamaka in a bunch.
Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Jesus Christ.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who like, oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead,
You
continue.
little bitch. You work.
Oh. Okay, the first part was said in jest, in the heat of the moment, but this is worse. You work for me, you little bitch. One more time. What? Honestly.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who like, oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead,
You
continue.
little bitch. You work for
Continue.
me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't
Well,
care. I'll
is
save
this
500 grand.
is this show or not a show? Like, is this a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're
Did you say quit then? I'll say 500 rand. People in the stream chat. Let me know. I heard Dave Portnoy say there, quit then, I'll save 500 grand. So I'm assuming that guy is on a $500,000 salary. Would you guys in the stream chat take this level of abuse for 500 grand a year? Would you let Dave Portnoy talk to you like this? For $500,000, would you let Dave Portnoy talk to you like this?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want.
Powerful
right now.
bunch.
That's what I think.
Yeah, big up A Martinez.
Absolutely not, Little Beach. Nah, I'm fighting him.
Exactly. Big up A Martinez. Big up A Martinez. Everyone's saying no. Big up Damaz, no. Aside 500k, slap my ass and call me Sally. 500k, fuck me like a torso, like a sharp. Big up Boba Fett, hell no. Jordan Ray, no. Damaz, I have already invested my money. Big up Chris Mack. Kirk McMiniman's contract and history of Portnoy and Barstow is complicated. Oh, really? Is that guy? Okay, so you know these guys, Chris Mack. Must be what he pays the whole pod, I think. Okay. For 500 grand, before or after taxes. We got younger. Everyone's okay, cool. Everyone's got a price. Big up Ason. Thank you, guy. Big up LB. I would call myself a bold bitch. For 500k. Big up Chris Mack. I happen to believe people should be able to say what they want. I don't consider myself far right. Exactly. Yeah, true. Okay, some people here would take it. Big up grandma vibes. Before or after taxes is hilarious.
I think people should be allowed to make jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you stop?
That everybody, I don't think.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those psychopaths. I'm with you. They're scumbags. They're the worst people on the earth. Should that?
You don't think it's all related?
But Dave, you're telling a comedian not to make a joke?
Does Dave? I understand. I'm assuming Dave is Jewish, right? So I understand his anger. That because of the war in Palestine, it seems like, you know, it's kind of like free, open season on Jews in general, right? If you're a Jewish person, people just regard you as like an anti-Semite. No, people just regard you as a Zionist just because you're a practicing Jew, right? So I understand for the Jewish community, it's a bit of a tough time right now. But I don't think Dave Portnoy's reaction is going to help things. it's only going to make people want to troll him more, right? That guy came into his bar and said fuck and said something about Jews. Some kid when he was eating a pizza, doing his pizza review things, some kid shouted from across the road, fuck the Jews. He's had this falling out with his friend here. I think his reactions are only going to exacerbate the issue, and people now know that it's a sensitive subject, and they're going to troll him even further. It's not going to help things, you know? I understand his anger. I understand his frustration. I get it. It must be super annoying, super frustrating, super heartbreaking to be lumped in as a Zionist when you're just a practicing Jew, or if you're, you know, if you have different opinion from people out there who are mostly free Palestine. I get it, but I don't think crashing out like this is helping your cause.
It's not a comedian.
I'm with you, but you said stop all jokes.
Jew jokes of that nature now.
We'll ban Jew jokes of that nature. We'll get the Constitution.
Come on, Young Old Vibes. Young Old Vibes. I'm not doing a freak off though. I've got to try and learn somewhere. Get out of here, Young Old Vibes. You're doing the freak off. If you let someone, unfortunately, these type of things are a gateway. If you let somebody talk to you like this for 500k because they're paying you 500k, what's to stop that? What's to stop you from being okay with, I don't know, sitting on their lap, you know, hanging out with them on a weekend, you know, going up to the hotel room, give them a massage. Come on, man. That's the problem. If you take 500k for a fucking tongue lashing, you might take 500k for a dick lashing. Gotta be careful.
We'll get Congress and stop Jew jokes of that nature.
I'll go back to this.
Yeah.
When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
I don't think freedom of speech should. I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews, and there's no responsibility if someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No, but not saying, hey, go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
Fine if somebody says go kill Jews?
Yes.
No, that's different than telling. I thought we were talking about telling a joke. I thought we were talking about comedians.
They are all using semantics for anti-Semitism right now. And I can tell the difference because for 20 years of doing it, I've never mentioned it, Kirk.
To be fair, that is true. That is true. He hasn't really. I don't know. I've only found out that Dave Portnoy is Jewish because of all these crashing outs episodes. I didn't even know he was Jewish, to be honest. So he does have a point there. Big up, Chris Mack. It's a little bit weird to conflate IDF soldiers fighting and dying on what's arguably occupied land with Jews dying just because the implication of the latter is that it's happening everywhere indiscriminately. Exactly. Yeah. True. Exactly. Big up, Lit Drip. AZ on his zesty shit. I'm not talking about me. Sometimes when I speak on this stream, I'm not speaking about me. Even though the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm not speaking about me. I'm speaking about other people, you know? It's not about me. I'm just saying in general, guys. It's not always about me, okay? Even though the words are coming out of my mouth, it's not what I think.
No, and I said to you when this thing happened a couple
how
weeks ago,
can you not realize we're in a different time right now?
I completely realize, and I'm sensitive to the fact that you're sensitive, and I feel bad.
No, you're not. You don't get it.
That's not true. I am sensitive to it. What I'm saying is it's a fine line. I think you would agree. I think you would agree, so maybe you don't, that when you start harnessing free speech and what can be said and what can't be said.
I'm not saying throw any of these people in jail. You want me to give this kid a pass.
No. If you want, no. What I would like you to do, in my mind, this is why I pitched it to the producers, and you disagreed.
Yeah, that's a good point. Big up King Bay. When people talk in absolutes, I stop listening. All Dave is doing is yelling over the other guy. Exactly. As far as he's good point as well. He hasn't mentioned anti-Semitism before, but he's been making fun of every other race and culture. Exactly. Now he's getting his panties in a twist, right? Yeah, exactly.
And you are the boss. Like I said to you yesterday, it's your dime. You own the company. I thought it would be interesting to have somebody on.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, this guy's a legend, by the way. This is how you're meant to be. When your friends are arguing, this is what you're meant to do. You're not meant to jump in and be like, come on, guys, calm down. You just let them fucking duke it out. You just chill. Or you just start browsing your phone and shit. Like, that's what you're meant to do when your friends are fucking warring.
You disagree with, who I think at the end you wouldn't disagree with that much, have a conversation, which is what I thought you were trying to do. Hold on one second. Which I thought you were trying to do with bringing these guys to Auschwitz, trying to have a conversation. So you put a name in the face of somebody you disagree with and have an actual conversation.
He said conversations too many times there. He sounded kind of shook. In short, people, I would never take this level of disrespect from my boss or manager, which is also part of the reason why I think I've never really succeeded in kind of growing up the ranks in companies I've worked for and stuff, promotion wise and stuff. You know, there's times in your journey in your workplace where you kind of have to sort of like play the game. I've never been able to play the game really well. Sometimes put my pride and my ego way too ahead of things. And I always have a reply for stuff. I can never just shut the fuck up. So and unfortunately with me, I think most people are like this actually. Most people are probably like this. Whenever I feel like I'm being embarrassed or I'm being like mocked or like ridiculed, like especially with words, like it just makes me hot. I just want to fight, you know what I mean? Like and I'm not really an aggressive guy like that at all, but I just want to crash out because I feel so embarrassed and, you know, and ridiculed that I just want to just get it violent straight away, you know, and just end it. So this wouldn't end well for me at all. I wouldn't like this. I don't like this at all. But I also think it's mature for this guy to approach it the way he did, you know, because, you know, he kind of got over it and you still keep a 500k salary. So what's better, spending a night in jail or keeping your job? You know, probably the latter. Cool. Let's move on. Trump has made a statement regarding his relationship now with Elon. Trump has made his announcement. Everything Elon's been saying lately, crashing out and shit, flat out saying that Trump is on the Epstein files, which is why they're delaying the release of them. Trump has now made another statement regarding it. Let's see what he has to say. Let's hear what he has to say.
What's your view on Elon Musk as of today? I mean, have you heard from him at all?
Honestly, I've been so busy working on China, working on Russia, working on Iran, working on so many. I'm not thinking about Elon.
On the short
I just wish him well.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. I wish him well. Big up Tim Dillon. I wish him well. Okay. I've been working on China. I'm not thinking about Elon. Yeah. Sure, you're not thinking about Elon. Sure. By the way, I quite like the hat, you know. The hat is quite nice. That hat is way better than the fucking MAGA one as well. The hat actually looks pretty cool. But yeah. Elon and Trump have definitely ended their relationship. It's over. Trump ain't thinking about him anymore. Trump's moved on. Trump's on that stage where he's gonna be like, you know, when you break up with a girl and you're still heartbroken, and you start posting pics of yourself with other girls, or you start posting pics of yourself in the fucking strip club, you know, doing the thing that you know that she didn't like you doing to show that you're not bothered. Trump is definitely bothered. He misses Elon. He misses his touch. He misses his face, his softness of his cheeks, you know. He definitely misses him. He misses him. He made those plane rides more exciting and more fun. He misses his buddy, his texting buddy, you know. You could imagine Elon and Trump love to fucking write paragraphs in their texts to each other and emails. He misses that guy. He longs for him. He longs for his warm embrace. The fucking back shots in the back of the Tesla. He misses those. He misses those most. Oh well. Hopefully they make up soon. Next. This clip is a funny one. Big up Uche. Uche mentioned this, right? This is the clip where Rogan finds out as he's recording a podcast with the new head of the FBI that Elon said that Trump is allegedly on the Epstein files. He finds out as they're recording. It's fucking fascinating clip because Joe definitely doesn't want to talk about it. And the FBI guy definitely doesn't want to talk about it either. Let's play the clip. And big up, this is from Alex Jones' account, by the way. The clip at the end is going to make you laugh so hard. Look at how Alex Jones cuts this clip.
Since we were talking about fake news, this is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat, Joe. You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation between Elon
Have
and
a
Trump.
nice day, DJD. So much data gets flown away.
They're going back and forth about different.
Does Elon need a handler? So Brandon and fucking Elon Musk have something in common. They both need handlers.
Things and
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
Yeah, he told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access?
Cash return. Look at this guy. I have no idea. Yeah, sure you have no idea, bro.
To the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out.
Ain't you the head of the FBI, bro? Shouldn't you know these things? What?
Out of the Trump Elon thing, that's way outside my lane.
What are they doing?
I know my lane in that.
Why is that outside your lane, brother? Aren't you the head of the FBI? Shouldn't that be inside your lane? The sitting president and the richest man in America or the world. Like, shouldn't that be in your lane? Shouldn't that be in your purview? That's outside of my lane. What?
I just don't. I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health.
Ultra Methylene Blue is now available in sealed capsules.
What an amazing fucking cut. Fucking the shilling. Big up Alex Jones, man. Big up fucking Alex Jones. An amazing cut. Methylene Blue. The griff, the shilling is fucking brilliant. One more time. What an aggressive cut. Such an aggressive cut.
I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health.
Ultra Methylene Blue is now available in sealed capsules, supercharged with organic vitamin C at thealexjonestore.com. Become a subscriber and lock in 50% off on top of the already incredible savings. The Alex.
To be fair, if those Methylene Blue tablets get me as wired as Alex Jones is right now, get my pupils to be that dilated, I'm taking 7. Give me fucking 7 bottles of them. If the Methylene Blue gets me jacked up the way Alex Jones is jacked up, I need that. I'm gonna crack those fucking capsules open and snort a fat line. Fuck it, let's go. Let's fucking get loopy. Let's get fucking crazy. If that's what Methylene Blue does, I want 7 bottles, 17 bottles, 70 bottles.
JonesStore.com is the destination of health, liberty, and freedom.
Fucking hilarious, man. Hilarious cut. Hilarious fucking cut. Methylene Blue. Methylene Blue. Oh, big up Chris Mack. Really? I heard that stuff is good. Really? Is it really good? Is it really good? Truly. Yeah, big up Cola. Uche just graduated in AZ. If it's actually good, I'm gonna get it. Like, don't test me, bro. I'm finna get it, bro. I'm finna do this fucking marathon stream for fucking 331 days. You get me? 331 days, bro. Give me some Methylene Blues. Kerry Feehan's been talking about it for 3 years. Okay, cool. Kerry Feehan's been taking it for 3 years. All right, cool. If I take some Methylene Blue and it gives me a fucking Kerry Feehan dumpy, I'm taking that too. If I get a little Kerry Feehan dumpy too, on top of it, and I be wired, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm fucking on it. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking on it. Let's go again. What's this? This is a clip from the Jerry podcast, the Jerry Reddit, sorry. There's no evidence Trump was an Epstein, the Daily Beast, Michael Wolff's Fire and Fury, the podcast. Let's play this clip quickly, and we can continue on.
So how do you know this?
President telling New York Magazine, quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys..."
Jesus Christ, that quote. Jesus Christ, DJT. Jesus Christ, that quote. Wow, he's a terrific guy. Jeff, you know. Jeff. Not even Jeffrey. Jeff. Fucking no, he's definitely on that list, isn't it? Trump is definitely on the Epstein files. Definitely on that file.
His social life. And many of them are on the younger side.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you?
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, of course there's phony stuff in the Epstein one, of course.
that whole world. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. I don't know about Epstein so much as I do.
Not gonna lie, Ghislaine Glasgow was a bit of a hottie, innit? Let's not lie, innit, right? Ghislaine was a bit of a hottie, innit? Ghislaine was a little bit of a hottie. Look at his mouth as well. He's got that flocko mouth. Ghislaine was a little bit of a smoky, innit? She was a hottie Van Tootie.
I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others.
There is plenty of hard evidence that he rode on Epstein's plane, and not just one time, 7 times, at least 7 times.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and so a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. Do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly.
Wishing Ghislaine Maxwell was fucking her. I think this is where the Tim Dillon phrase comes from, isn't it, right? I wish her well. I think Tim Dillon got it from this press conference.
I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach.
Find this. Acosta was Trump's hand-picked labor secretary, and in 2007, Acosta was the persecutor who let Epstein get away with abusing his victims. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
The Trump administration raised what was promised to be a groundbreaking batch of newly declassified Epstein files, only to see it stumble into chaos with a botched rollout of already public documents and an ill-timed photo op featuring conservative influencers at the White House.
Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself or did somebody kill him?
Saturday, I believe he hung himself in a cell.
Jesus Christ, those eyes, bro. Those fucking eyes. Those Kash Patel eyes, man. Jesus Christ. Look at those fucking eyes. Fucking hell. Who's the baddie behind him? Who's the baddie behind him, eh? Kash Patel's got a little baddie in tow.
In a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When you think you'll have it done?
I think in the near future, sir.
Tweeted this afternoon, quote, "Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJ T."
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy?
Man, oh man, oh man. It's looking dicey. Fuck, you know. Andrew Tate going down for human trafficking. DJ T maybe going down for human trafficking. Everybody going down for human trafficking. All my boys human traffic. Fuck you know. Fuck you know. Continuing on. We got a picture here featuring Kid Rock, JD Vance and Theo Bon. I'm wondering, is Kid Rock on the Ozempic, by the way? Is Kid Rock on the little... Is Kid Rock on the Ozempic? I might need to get on it, man. I'm going to check on my GP, see if I can get on it. Have a tight summer. Is Kid Rock on the Ozempic? I swear he was a bit tabby recently. Is Kid Rock on the Ozempic? Look how skinny Kid Rock is. Kid Rock on the Ozempic. Okay. Uche, no. No, he's on the cracky. He's on the cracky, yeah? Nah, just the Midwest snow. Okay, cool. Midwest snow. Oh, big up Chris Mack, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more worried about Russia might feel backed into a corner and start firing off nukes than I am about Elon Trump argument. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, true. I wonder if also Elon might defect over to China. Imagine Elon falls out in favor of with fucking Trump's administration. Would Elon go and jump into the lap of fucking President Xi and all them as well? But yeah, there they are, the boys, the 3 horsemen. There's a new podcast with Theo and JD Vance happening soon as well, by the way. I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. Because that first one was super funny. It was really funny, man. JD Vance has got a good sense of humor. Weirdly enough, for a politician, he's got a very, very good sense of humor. So that was a really fun episode. I'm really looking forward to them releasing that when that drops. They got this clip as well. This is an unfortunate clip, I guess. A man who was high on drugs climbs on top of a police car. Please tell people in the stream chat, let me know, what type of drug would make you do this? What type of drug would make you do this? Guesses in the chat. Guesses at which drug would make you do this. Take a sound off. What type of drugs would make you do this? Naked, riding the top of a fucking patrol car. What type of drugs would make you do this? Fully naked, on top of a patrol car, dancing, waving. What type of drug would make you do this, bro? Holy shit. What a legend. Holy shit. Humping the police car. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. Give me two. PCP. Meth, bath salts, yeah? God bless him, yes. That's Coiler's hilarious. Blue Scorpion, exactly. He sniffed that methylene B in it. He sniffed those methylene B blue pills, right? He sniffed those. Bro, he's going for it, bro. Look, honestly, I need to zoom in on that shit. Look at him, bro. He is going for it. Look at that man. Look at that. No, an ounce of fat on him, by the way. Body fat percentage super low. He's probably thanks for be dangling as well. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Doop 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 doo 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 doop 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 doo 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 doop 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 doo 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 doop doop doop. Oh, what a legend. What a fucking legend, I swear to God. What a fucking legend, man. Oh, what a fucking legend. Anyways, let's move on. Let's do some Tfatk subreddit stuff. What did we miss out in here? What have we missed out on? Gearhead Papa, we talked about the dog thing, we seen that. Sexual harassment, we seen that already. With the nuts, we don't care about that. What's Brandon Gilmore?
Hey Tim, why did you? What time is
that? Okay, no, we don't care about that. We've seen that already. Oh yeah. The Addies and Baddies era, right? This is the Addies and Baddies era. Fucking hell, bro. Baddie DM, Baddie respond, Baddie didn't DM. Any DMs, any DM monikers? Any stripper friend has no baddies? What did your baddie say about her friends tomorrow? No Texas baddies, but here's a semi-baddie from Boston. Any DMs from Texas baddies? Oh, she a baddie? Any baddies in the DMs? Any DMs for baddies? Please tell me that baddie was the ass DM me. Baddie didn't respond. Baddie? No Boston baddies? Yo, he was thirsty, innit? He was down bad. No DMs, baddie? Baddie? The baddie, the Mexican, is that old? Is she coming to Boston? Did baddies DM just for a text from random number? Can't wait for that baddie to respond. Do we send cell number? She's no cow. Baddie hasn't seen the latest DM, but when she does, baddie responds with more pics. Such a baddie. That baddie with a fatty ass. Jesus. Any baddies DM? Any baddies? Baddie? There was some baddies. Let me know if those baddies catch a hole. Little baddie. Baddie ya. She's a baddie. Baddie ya. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. Canadian baddie never responded. He was so damn bad. Nothing from baddies. Just landed one more flight, but see pics that Canada baddie. Jesus. Say, what's up, little baddie? Love Texas. What you doing out here, little baddie? Two baddies. Little freshwater baddies. Crystal G baddies. She's a baddie. Any other baddies? God damn. Baddie responded. The GA baddie. Baddie didn't DM back. DM baddie. Baddie. DM that long hair baddie for me. Say funny story. For you on my way to the show. She's a baddie. Is baddie named Chloe. It was in my hidden messages. Same with young baddie. Young baddie, you know. Yikes. Young baddie. Send the flood. Oh, bloody hell. Big up BGO, man. I missed that guy. Big up BGO. Missed that fucking guy. Throwback. What's this? Legend. What's this? New episode of the podcast is out with the legend Carrot Top. Okay. Legend. Very, very interesting term there. Throwback to BGO Crash Out era. Probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen on a sub.
Gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf
I want to get probably copyright strike for this, so I'm going to take this off, but you know what that is. Vintage Chang's Walk Me to My Truck by Bruce Spring.
I had a guy that was like, why don't you walk me to my truck, this married guy?
Oh yeah, I remember that picture. Someone happened to spot Brendan with his brother out and about, innit? I remember that time. Fucking hell. Before Ozempic, Brendan was down so bad.
Bottle of whiskey started at 7 in the morning.
Powerful bunch. Yo, big up Mick.
Y'all are on one tonight. Hit the like button, family.
Yeah, like button. Get the likes up. Els in the chat. Get the fucking likes up. Help the brother out. Yeah, the fucking crutches. Embarrassing, innit? Embarrassing. Nicking his fucking wife's crutches or his kids' crutches that don't even fit, by the way. To lie that he tore his hammies. But look, his face was swollen up as well. Honestly, bro. So embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. It's funny that the fucking Reddit predicted what was going to happen, you know? The Reddit predicted to a T how he was going to play that race with fucking Chappelle. He was going to fake an injury. He was going to blame the injury on why he lost. Like, everybody predicted it to a T and he did it exactly. Blew 2 hammies. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Lopez says
we gotta ask how many chicks you fuck, cause redacts like us walk me to my truck.
Honestly, man, what type of bad luck do you have to have, man? To be fair to Brendan, what type of bad luck do you have to hand a girl a number in line in the view of a fucking camera during a live stream that everyone sees? How unlucky do you have to be if you're Brendan? How unlucky? And this was the moment that fucked it up for him. This one moment. Because this is what led to the fucking Unique lawsuit. Unique saw this, clipped it, put it out there. I think he titled it like Brendan cheated on his wife and something. Brendan got embarrassed. Maybe his wife threatened to leave him. And then in an effort for him to prove that he was innocent, I think Brendan said, yeah, I'm going to sue him because that's not true. So he sued him, and then that was what led to Unique then becoming way more popular and other YouTubers taking up arms for Unique because he's a small YouTuber, getting taken to court by a big YouTuber, and then obviously exposed Brendan to, you know, Charlie and all those type of people. This was maybe the beginning of the end of what we're seeing now, really. If you would have just ignored this, if you would have just ignored Unique's video, Brendan would have been so much better off. If you just would have ignored it. But the lawsuit or the lull suit just completely fucked him. Big up Unique.
Why don't you you should walk me to my truck. I'm like, so what, I can blow you? Like,
legendary line, by the way. Legendary line.
So what, I can blow you? Why don't you you should walk me to my truck. I'm like, so what, I can blow you? Why don't you you should walk me to my truck. I'm like, so what, I can blow you? Like,
legendary line. Big up Annie Liederman. Unfortunately, she also suffered greatly from this as well, I think. I don't know. I don't know these people. I'm just looking from the outside in, but I get the feeling she was kind of excommunicated or given a cold shoulder after this Brendan thing. Because I think a lot of men who have probably tried to fuck her or wanted to fuck her were probably nervous that she was going to be exposing the rest of them. Or they didn't like the fact that she was exposing things that was happening in the comedy store that should be secret, right? So I think she kind of, even though she was very brave and she was the one who kind of started knocking down the dominoes, unfortunately, I think her career suffered greatly from it. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but from my outside opinion and view, I think unfortunately Adam Needham had to sacrifice her career for the sake of Brendan's demise, which is maybe a good trade, because she's coming up again now. But it's unfortunate how it plays out. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Pick up Uche. Anytime anyone asks me something remotely inconvenient, I'm gonna drop that line. So what? So I can blow you. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's like I haven't heard shit about Annie since she left. Yeah, Trash Tuesdays. It's really sad, man. But Coiler, it's in hindsight, it's crazy she turned down Bappa given Annie's current boyfriend. That's what I'm talking. I think that kind of arrogance and that kind of attitude, I think, is what got Brendan in trouble. I think Brendan probably saw the caliber of guys that Annie was fucking, Kalila was fucking, and thought to himself, of course they're gonna fuck me, you know. But unfortunately, you can't go into that. You can't go into you can't go into hookups with girls like that. You always have to approach it like you always have to go into it fresh. You can't assume because she's gone out with some clapped or tapped individuals that because you're not that person, because you're not so clapped, or because you think highly of yourself, that you are going to get an easier ride. If anything, it's going to be harder for you. You should always go into it with a blank slate, approach it like game day one. But I think that's what happened. I think Brendan expected maybe felt the blowy was going to happen a lot easier. If he would have probably worked a little bit harder at it, maybe he would have got it anyway. But yeah, I think he overestimated his appeal. I think he overestimated his appeal. Texas Mount, and also sometimes you don't know who doesn't like you until you approach them. Maybe Brendan thought she liked him, and he didn't know that she maybe secretly despised him, the whole time. So that might have also didn't help. But anyway, who knows? Next clip: Texas Rushmore. Texas.
I like this.
What Texas Rushmore? What's this about?
This though, it feels very
cool,
quiet.
huh?
It feels very good.
Industrial, shoppy,
yeah,
podcasty.
Podcasty,
cool.
Real podcast.
There's no air one across the street.
The thing about Texas is you gonna drive.
Well, everything's 20 minutes away.
Everything's 20 minutes away, sir.
That hat is he's such a fucking he's such a fair with the fan in it. What do you call them in America? People that don't have any loyalty to a team. People that jump from, we call them glory hunters here in the UK. We call them glory hunters. What do you guys call them in the US? Guys who just like every other day, it's like whoever team is trending, they're wearing their jersey. They're suddenly all in to this particular college team because they're in the news, because they're going on a good run, because they've got a sick player. What do you call them in the States? Bandwagon, yeah? We call them glory hunters here. Glory hunters. That's what he is. Suddenly, I never saw that hat before when he was in LA. Now suddenly he's wearing that fucking hat.
And it's 20 minutes.
Yeah. Now,
which I don't mind because it's driving. It's just traffic is a nightmare.
Now you're a car guy.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to need you to understand a couple of things. You need a place to cover your car because the weather isn't very cooperative here, and sometimes it decides to hail golf ball size.
Did that get you?
I'm not kidding. I was driving and I got hit with, like deer turd size hail, and it was actually kind of scary. And I was like, Jesus.
We have crazy bugs at the house.
Oh yeah.
We saw a tarantula on the sidewalk.
You're going to see we found a coral snake in our pool 4 days ago. Coral snake.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Well, that's not the poisonous one.
That's it's got cobra venom, sir.
Chin, can you look up if coral snakes are in?
I love how they didn't. I love how it's so obvious. They had no idea what they were getting into before they moved to Texas. They did no research. They didn't, stay over for a weekend to get a lay of the land. They just moved their entire family to another state. One of them to get closer to Rogan, and the other to save money. Instead of just selling cars, instead of maybe, downsizing on the lifestyle and shit, Let's move to another state and do no research. Zero. Let's just go there and trust it will be okay. Fuck, you know, the whole family, you know.
Austin.
Oh yeah,
It could be somebody's pet.
No, it's got no. They're in.
Because when we saw the tarantula, Tiger goes, "That's somebody's pet, right?" Like,
Nope. So we had a tarantula in our pool, and they're big tarantulas.
I don't mind a tarantula.
I don't either. But we have tarantulas. Scorpions are a big problem.
We've had a few scorpions.
Yep. Now we got rattlers and we got coral snakes. Now, good news about coral snakes is they're smaller, but they're hard to. They're not going to bite you necessarily. If they do bite you, it's a big problem. Texas coral snake.
Texas coral snake are found in Austin, Texas, surrounding areas. They're a venomous species.
They've got the same venom that a cobra does. They're in the cobra family.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
What do they look like, just so I can keep my peepers on them?
They look like coral. They're very pretty snakes. See that? Beautiful snake. That's a gorgeous snake.
What is it?
But you see how small
red to yellow, kill a fellow.
Got a
black to red, suck them dead.
Yeah.
That'd be a problem. That was in your
What?
pool?
That was in my pool. Yeah, that's in my pool. So
I don't like that. We haven't had any of those problems yet.
Yeah.
I don't want that problem.
And
you know what's no joke around here is the thunder and lightning storms.
Or the hail. No, the thunder and lightning is crazy. It's the hail. And they will tell you, you'll get a notice on your thing. They're like, shelter in place, you could die.
They give you a heads up?
Like, yeah, they'll tell you that it's life-threatening. You're like,
and
what?
It's on its way, like 10-minute warning?
It's, it's about 10 minutes, but it whips up right quick. It whips up and that sky goes black and it starts to blow and you're like, damn, what the hell is this? It's crazy.
Yeah. What's this? Grabbing with Callan. What's this? Grabbing with Callan. What's this about? That's what's his face, right?
290. Nope. Fuck. All right, bring the next one in. 172.
Let me get my hands.
How was work? Not good.
Carrot Top's guessing people's weight again. Let me get my hands on you. There you go.
Yeah, no hands. You did hands. You can't. It's just you just gotta look again. No hands. No.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's a really
great game show.
How does Brian have a better studio setup than Tfatk? I guess he's just renting the studio, but why does Brian have a more professional looking studio setup, podcast setup than Tfatk? Is Brian plotting for the great escape? Is Brian plotting for a great escape? Is he trying to make his podcast pop so he can finally leave Brendan and do his own thing?
Show though, wouldn't it? If you can put them in a box, you just you get to feel them out for a bit.
Yes.
And then you guess and they're wrong, but you get felt up. So.
Yeah, I've watched that.
Yeah.
It's like love at first sight. Love at first grab.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. It's probably just a studio that he's probably paying for, but still interesting. He's investing into his podcast. He's releasing episodes semi-regularly. He's being somewhat consistent with it. I think he's trying to get away from Brendan, looks like. Next page, just double check and see what we missed out on here. Brandon Schwab, gift or curse? What's this about? Is this Adam 22 and whack? Okay, what's saying about it?
About who exactly moves first?
He thought he was like they all think you've been through this.
They think they're bigger than the program,
and then they figure like they don't need you, and then they could. Right, then they realize that the light only hit you because you was on the side of me.
Yeah, I still have never really had a host who really like became bigger than me or the platform itself.
He's so annoying, isn't it? Even the way he speaks, like, you just want to punch him in the face. I don't know what about his tone of voice, but you just want to fucking shove his face into a wall, innit? Like, he's just got that voice. That tone. I don't know what it is about his voice and how he speaks. Has there been anyone who's been a bigger person than... Not entirely. But I don't think that should be the aim. No one's ever going to be bigger than him anyway. Because he's been about for years. You know what I mean? Like, he's been doing this type of thing for 20 plus years. no one's really going to suddenly eclipse him. That's a host on the show. If you're a host on his show anyway, you've already lost because you should be doing your own thing. Like, if you're bigger than him, you're bigger than him. But if you're not bigger than him, you're going to go on that show in order to get a little bit of clout. So by default, if you're on the show, it means you don't have clout. So it's impossible to kind of go from, it's not impossible, but it's going to take a long time for you to kind of lap or, you know, overpass whatever he's done. But that shouldn't be the aim anyway. The aim should be for you. You would imagine if you were Adam22, the aim should be that you don't need to be on stream so much, that you could take a back seat. You could kind of build out a kind of a whole, you know, range of fucking hosts that can do the job for you, so you don't need to stream every day. So you can kick your feet up, chill with your fucking daughter, hang out with your wife a bit more, maybe pursue other projects. That should be the aim, because you're so goated and you've been in the scene for so long. It shouldn't be about, oh yeah, I'm the big dog, no one can replace me, I'm so important. It's like, really?
After leaving.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You know,
and it's probably not gonna never happen.
Like I know Brandon Schaub is a comedian who has like a similar type of thing at a certain point where he was bringing in all these different hosts and stuff, and like one of them was Theo Von. Theo Von leaves, becomes one of the biggest comedians in the world.
Yeah.
That would be both a good feeling in the sense of like, look, I can actually blow somebody up, and a bad feeling because you helped to blow them up,
Yeah,
and then they go on to become ridiculously successful. And
Yeah,
you're
shout
not
out
involved.
to King Peel. I got
I don't know if that's a good example. I think that the Brendan Shaw Theo thing is a bad one because Theo ran away from Brendan. It's not like as if they leave and go and, like, you know, they kind of take Brendan with them too. They leave him in the dust. They all kind of use Brendan platform at that time and his proximity to Rogan to obviously get on Brendan's good side so that they can get on Rogan's show eventually. But then when things really blow up, they all, bar none, don't go back to Brendan again. You know, they don't stick their hand out and kind of, you know, repay the favor. That's the one that's going to hurt a bit more. Because, you know, Theo's still out here doing podcasts. He's still appearing on other people's shows. He doesn't go back on Tfatk. He didn't go back on their 1000 episode. He doesn't really, you know what I mean? He doesn't seem like he really hangs out with Brendan socially. Doesn't appear on the pod. That would be the one that hurts. The refusal to come back and kind of, you know, pay homage or whatever else it may be. That's going to hurt. But it makes sense as well because Brendan is bad for business. You know what I mean? At some point, you have to kind of look out for yourself. Moving on. What's that? He's sponsored by a gambling site yet avoids making picks like the plague. I think he's doing that because he's obviously getting trolled because of all the bad picks he does. I don't think it's because he is avoiding getting picks. I think he just doesn't want to be embarrassed or be mocked for having a terrible pick.
His best foot forward. Now that he's doing all the things right. Took it serious, took his time, didn't rush, had surgery, shoulders 100%. He gets the timing down. He saw the way Merab fought him the first time. And it's not like Merab can switch up his game plan and decide to stay on the feet with him. He'll get starched. On the feet, Sugar has just as advantage as Merab does on the ground. So it's, you know, polarizing completely different styles.
Polarizing styles is hilarious. I don't think he knows what polarizing means. Polarizing styles. What? Huh?
But Sugar, he's a guy who could get it done. It's a big if, but he can get it done. So that first fight, I don't care. I know they fought and everyone's upset he got the rematch. I don't because it's a 100% healthy focus Sugar Sean, and that's what makes me excited. I think he can get it done. Tough though. Merab's so goddamn good. So damn good.
Mr. fucking fence sitter. So who are you picking then, motherfucker? Merab or Sugar Sean? Pick somebody. But yeah, I think he's just conscious not to pick somebody because he doesn't want to get the pick wrong. Hold on, is that an AP? Is that an AP on his wrist? That's an AP, isn't it? Do you think it's real? People in the stream chat, do you think the AP is real? Brendan's got a fucking AP now. Jesus Christ. What happened to putting the money into the kids' college fund? What happened to that? What happened to all the extra money put into the kids' college fund? He's got a fucking AP. Fucking hell. Fair play. Let's roll on. Where's we going now? Bappa has another CTE attack.
What's somebody who studies reptiles?
Herpetologist.
Herpetologist. Like herpes.
Yep.
Herpetologist?
Herpetologist.
Heavy on the herp.
Yeah.
Heavy on the herp. Heavy on the herp.
Which I wanted to be when I was a kid, and my father clipped those wings right quick.
That echo is strong.
Red touches yellow, kill a fellow. Red touches black, venom lack. Wow.
Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, because king snakes can have a different look.
Yeah, and they're bitches.
But that's red touches yellow. So now we got a problem.
Red touches yellow, touch a fellow.
I'm glad I know that. How did you know that?
I'm a snake. I'm a snake.
I didn't know you were a snake guy.
Oh, snake guy. Anyway, yeah, see? There we go. Remember when I said I think she's bored and she's not enjoying it? This is one of my bits of evidence. When I said I don't think SLO-JO'S actually enjoying her time out there in LA, this is part of my evidence, by the way. Look at that. Does she enjoy looking this pale, by the way? Fuck, you know, she's so pale. But I think there are some Hispanic people who like to look pale, innit? I'm assuming in some cultures or some Latin cultures, if you're pale, you are more rich, I guess, because it means that you don't stay outside. You're not toiling in the fields, right? Is that what people do? But she's very, very pale. But yeah, I get the feeling she's not having fun. Real question: who the fuck is kind of pick? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who is it for? I don't know. Married woman with 3 kids, by the way. Don't know who this pick's for. Don't know who this pick's for, but it's there if you want it. It's there if you want it, brothers. It's there if you want it. It's there if you want it. It's there if you want it. Hubby, new favorite mirror. New favorite mirror is hilarious, man. New favorite mirror is fucking hilarious. New favorite mirror. Look at me. Look at me. Big up SLO-JO. Papa won't be able to cope in Austin. Thoughts on the new ink. Hilarious, by the way. I'm sure this is just AI. No way somebody got this for real. I'm sure this is AI, right? This has to be AI. This has to be AI. No one got this for real. Hopefully not. Hopefully this isn't real. Hopefully it's not real. What are we doing here, B? Yep, we got that. We saw that already. Rare BGL reference.
And they also want to accommodate family and friends and things like that too. So they're building that and they've been working on it. It should be ready, I think, relatively soon.
I mean, Zuck will rent that shit out in a heartbeat. You know?
Yeah, fuck him.
Do you think he should join that Imperial March before the main card of the main events? When the whole do you think he should replace Kid Rock or Tucker Carlson in that lineup?
Oh my god!
Well, replace Elon's out, so I mean,
Elon. Oh, that's right. That's right. Elon's out.
Pretty simple fix.
Out for X, in for Threads, baby.
Is Elon? This is very equivalent to when BGL was on the outs on the SHAUB Reddit sphere, and then suddenly like was sharing all the secrets of the inside.
What the fuck is BGL?
I don't know. I didn't know if you were first on the homeless cats or not. But I will say that.
The fuck is BGL? Luke was so confused. One more time, please.
On the SHAUB Reddit sphere, and then suddenly like was sharing all the secrets of the inside and stuff.
What the fuck is BGL?
Secrets of the inside and stuff.
What the fuck is BGL? What the fuck is BGL? What the fuck is BGL? What the fuck is BGL?
So good, so fucking good. So
I didn't.
So fucking good. Oh, I fucking love our CEO. Exactly, yeah. CEO. I fucking love him. Oh, I fucking love him. What we got here? Everyone and their friends is moving to Austin.
Oh, Chin, you spent yesterday avoiding my barbecue, but did you find...
Not avoiding, man. There's so much stuff that we had to do.
No, I know. We canceled. I cooked the food.
Hey, we're going today, right?
Nah, it's my wife's over.
What?
Yeah,
my wife's over it.
Yeah, she was like, fuck this.
Oh, man.
She's like, this is too tough.
fine.
But did you find a place to live?
I saw 3 places, so one of them did stick out. So I'm gonna apply. I might apply for it, but I want to see one more when I come back next.
The guy that's currently homeless might apply for another place, and is waiting for the other place to check it when he comes back. Like, what? Chin, you're homeless, bro. Just take anything for now. Just take anything for now. I might when I come back. Fucking hell.
Next week.
Okay,
and then if that's the one, then I'll pick. I'm gonna pick it soon though.
Live at my place. Come live in my guest house.
You're the best. By the way, another shout out, dude.
Brennan is offering. Who offered? Only Brennan. Only fucking Mike. By the way, very, very questionable, dicey hand placement there. Arm placement. Very questionable. Very dicey. Very, very, very HH like.
As soon as Mike found out that I was actually moving to Austin, he hit me up right away. He was like, dude, you need anything, any advice, whatever, just hit me up. So you're the best.
You're my boy, Chin.
Appreciate you. And you gave me eggs.
I did bring you eggs.
Live on the farm.
Fresh from my chickens'
These
vaginas.
are so freaking cool.
I love how they were quiet, by the way. No one else offered. Brendan and Brian didn't offer to let Chin sleep in their guest house. Only Mike Capel did. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
So cool.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got, Chin Chin?
First one.
Oh, brilliant. What else is happening here? What happened to loving the heat? The audio being king.
That's right.
Everyone likes to be all high and mighty. You know?
Hard being a
That's the
human.
way it was.
Hard being a human.
You have some current events, Chin?
Yeah.
Is it warm in here as fuck?
Yeah, we're
Sure,
okay. So
it's
we
Texas.
talked to that.
I like the heat.
No.
AC. I
We
do.
had them
Not
turn
in our
off
studio.
Yeah, you're getting a little moist.
Yeah, but the studio shouldn't be this way.
Good for you.
Is it going to be really that hot? Is Texas warmer than LA or California in general? Because I hear everybody mentioning the heat. Is it actually way warmer?
You're fucking thanks.
No. So we had
those used to be long pants, huh?
I've never served in military. I've never been in government. And I've never really traveled. The small amount that I've traveled to
Doesn't matter, you're an American
Muslim
citizen.
majority countries has been like this much. But I will say this: you're talking about
Muslim, isn't it? Muslim always sounds so like it sounds so racist. I don't know why. Muslim. Muzzy. It sounds a little bit. It sounds kind of racially insensitive. I don't know why it does. It just does.
tens of maybe hundreds of millions of Muslims around the globe. Muslim isn't something that would call for.
Okay, now the sound of that air conditioner. Wow. The sound of that air conditioner. Fucking look at his face. I think even you can hear it. That is brutal. So it's either they have that super loud air conditioner that you can hear in the background, so they can keep themselves cool, or they turn it off, but you can hear the echo, but you can't hear the fucking aircon. Ho ho! What a conundrum! What a conundrum! Keep it off, stay hot. Keep it on, it's too loud. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Audio is king. Exactly.
Most people to take recognition of it.
What is that noise?
It's AC. It kicks on for a little bit. It'll turn off. Don't worry.
Yeah. But is that fucking us? Probably, right?
But as long as we acknowledge it, it's just AC for a little bit.
How's that?
What? Chin, as long as we acknowledge it. Is Chin trying to say if they don't acknowledge it, no one will hear it? What? Is that what Chin meant to say? If you don't mention it, then no one else will notice it. It's like, no, we can hear it. Chin's producing skills are, if you pretend like it's not happening, the listener won't realize it's happening. Okay. Audio is king.
All right, we're gonna work.
Sorry about the noise.
We're gonna work it out.
We're gonna work it out. It's our only
Mike's saying
second
something
time.
important.
I just think that, when you're talking about what these men that Douglas Murray is taking note of is such a small.
And then look, he's shouting now. It's so loud that Mike Capel is shouting over the fucking aircon.
Don't fuck with the Brits and the Irish. You get them going, they will meet you halfway.
Yeah.
They'll fucking the indigenous Brits and the Irish come alive when it comes to war.
You're thousands of years of being
Don't
bad
fuck around.
dudes.
Yeah.
Bad
What else you got, Chid? What else you got, Chid?
Next
He
one.
gets he runs a little hot, and when
I
it gets
hate
a little
it.
hot,
Big boy.
he gets a little nauseous.
Big boy.
Yeah, his blood's thick.
Bruh, Brendan's getting really pissy, isn't it? Brendan's really getting pissed. That's why he was so quiet. Wasn't because Capwood was like steamrolling the conversation. Maybe Brendan was really quiet that episode of Tfatk because he was flustered. He was getting really annoyed at the heat. It was driving him crazy, getting a bit sleepy. That's why I sometimes when there's too much heat in the room or the air conditioning's on, I'm always getting a little bit sleepy. So yeah, Brendan maybe he was getting really pissed off. Fuck. Just imagine if it gets as hot as people say it gets hot over there. It's gonna be fucking a madness, isn't it? Exactly, Jordan Ray, 1,000 hours, yeah, 10,000 hours of podding, exactly. Oh, big up Uche. I'm sharing a room with my mum in NYC, and I forgot to bring headphones. Mama's about to become homeless. Big up Mama Uche. Big up Auntie Uche out there. Big up Daniel Clements. No Sanaz breaks, yeah. No Sanaz, no fucking timestamp. That's what I'm pissed about. I'm more pissed off about that. Since Sanaz is gone, the timestamps are gone. Actually, what's Sanaz doing right now? You mentioned Sanaz. Let's check Sanaz's Instagram. What's she up to? What's Sanaz up to? Does she miss the boy still? What's she up to? Has she finally removed Tfatk from her bio or no? Tfatk still in her bio. What's she doing? What's Sanaz up to on Friday night? What's she doing? What's big Sanaz up to on a Friday? Hanging out with her punk friends, with her pop punk friends? Posting clips of musicians that she likes? Great. What else is she doing? Clips from a podcast? Was she on this podcast or is she just showing a clip? I think she's just showing a clip. I don't think she's on it. Okay, some dudes. A clip of some music I guess she likes. Riznik. And some more stuff. Okay, cool. Big up Sanaz. She's out here living her life. Living her life. Big up Sanaz. Yeah, that tracks.
Different dimensions. Different dimensions.
Anything with World War II, I watch. I love it.
When did you get interested in that, B?
Because my grandpa, since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
He had all these Nazi.
My son's interested in World
War. Your grandpa's a Nazi. That's why he loved World War II shit. Since I was a kid, I've been into Nazi shit. Me and my grandpa.
War II.
How old is he?
13.
Oh yeah, Finn is. I thought you were gonna say like your 2-year-old. That's a little early.
No.
It's a little early.
Since I was a kid. Since I was a kid, I've been into some Nazi shit. Since I was a kid. Since I was a kid. Cool. What else we got here? Hard cut in the middle of the podcast.
And I'm like, this guy's bananas. This guy's genuinely.
Yeah, they're
he's
fun.
lost his rocker.
Trevor's entertaining. I like him.
Holy shit.
But I mean, I'm sure Brian's probably worked with people. There's.
I think that cut is because of Casey. I think Casey has to walk through the set. I think whenever they cut that way is because someone has to walk through a set to get downstairs. There should be, what Brendan should really do is build 2 staircases, one on either end, right? Maybe, or something like that might help. But there's only one, so they have to pass through the set in order to get downstairs, which obviously interrupts the recording.
Faye Dunaway.
Fair play. I can't stress enough how little time it took to make the audio listenable.
We're gonna work it out. It's our only second time.
Oh, so somebody ran it through an AI, maybe some sort of filter settings or something. So this is it completely unmixed with the background noise, I'm assuming.
I just think that, when you're talking about what these men that Douglas Murray is taking note of is such a small.
Don't fuck with the Brits and the Irish. You get them going, they will meet you halfway. Yeah. They'll fucking the indigenous Brits and the Irish come alive when it comes to war.
Thousands of years of being bad.
What else you got, Chin?
What a big difference, bro. Can Chin not do that? Can Chin not do that? Does Chin not know how filters work? Does Chin not know how to isolate different fucking sounds? Wow. Someone did that in 3 minutes. Can Chin not do that? Chin gets paid enough, no? Chin is kind of useless, isn't it? I bet Chin has no idea how to do that shit. He has no idea how to do that shit. Chin has no fucking idea. Yo, just his Chin technique, just pretend like you can't hear the fucking aircon. If you pretend you can't hear it, the listeners won't hear it. That's Chin's fucking production skills to a fucking T. What else we got here? Callan showing his nuts. We don't care about that. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Smash the like button. Hit subscribe, my GGs. If you're still here. World War II bug.
World War II I watch. I love it.
Yeah. When did you get interested in that, B?
Because my grandpa, since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
He had all these Nazi.
My son's
medals and shit.
interested in World War II.
How old is he?
13.
Oh, yeah. Finn is. I thought you were going to say like your 2-year-old. I'm like, that's a little early.
No.
World
Hunting
Hitler, that was fun.
Did you ever find Hitler?
Yeah, so he died, and
Okay, new podcast is next one. Active Railroad. What?
The same time I'm going to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Rogan about it. I want to go shoot something just for meat.
Oh, yeah? Having a hard time finding meat? That's a train.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a train that goes around.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. The last studio, Thick Boy Studios, was in like an industrial park, right? In the middle of nowhere. So great acoustics. Literally nothing around them. No residential areas. Soundproof, everything. Now they've got the complete opposite. They're in a fucking concrete garage with a steel roof that's in the middle or next to a railroad, a train track. What? Huh?
I just felt everything rumble. I get nervous now. Train.
That is super loud. Yo, it's gonna be so fascinating. I can't wait to listen to his podcast when it rains, to hear how the fucking rain is gonna hit on that fucking steel roof and the hailstorms and shit. I can't wait until the summer when it's really, really hot to see how they kind of handle the heat in there. Like, I can't wait till the winter, what they're gonna do too in there. If it's when it gets cold, how they're gonna handle that. Like, this is probably one of the worst places you could buy, or one of the worst things, one of the worst locations maybe for a studio ever. It's not meant to be a studio, it's meant to be a garage, but that train sounded super loud, isn't it?
Having a hard time finding meat? That's a train.
That's a train?
That's a train.
That's a train?
Yeah, there's a...
It feels like it's going over. It's good. It's going. It feels like this studio is underground or something in the basement. That might explain why there's no windows. Maybe this studio is underground.
That's a train?
Yeah, there's a train that goes around.
Oh. I just felt everything rumble. I get nervous now. Train.
Crazy, man. The downfall is fucking crazy. The fuck you realize the nightmare you've been living with keeps getting worse and worse. Skits and bits, we saw that already. Chris finally asked a question.
Would you say every 3 hours?
Anyway.
That'd be hilarious. We just watch. We don't even say anything.
I just
watch reaction videos. Occasionally we go like this. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I drove past Michael Jackson's house out there in Encino.
That's... You got Down syndrome or what?
No, my kid.
Say that.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Have you got Down syndrome or what? Fuck, you know. Chris is going for it, innit? I think Chris knows Brendan's leaving, so he doesn't give a fuck. Jesus Christ.
Out of the blue is crazy.
No, well, we were showing Michael Jackson.
I drove past Michael Jackson's house.
No, man, my kids love Michael Jackson.
Oh. Hee. Shimon. Wait, but so
no one making any comments. No one's making any comments about fucking no one's making any comments about Michael Jackson being a diddler because Chris is there, right? So my kid loves Michael Jackson. No one said be careful. No one says, yeah, I bet he does, you know? No one's making those type. That's the easy joke to go for, but you know. It's a sensitive subject for Chris D'Elia. Sensitive fucking subject. Fucking no. Oh Jesus! I've just seen it. Anyway, I'm not gonna quote. Let's one more time. That's fucking crazy. Are you? Do you have Down syndrome or what?
Would you say every 3 hours?
Anyway,
that'd be hilarious. We just watch. We don't even say anything.
I just
watch reaction videos. Occasionally we go like this. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I drove past Michael Jackson's house out there in Encino.
That's you got Down syndrome or what?
No, my kid.
Say that out of the blue is crazy.
No, well, we were showing Michael Jackson.
I drove past Michael Jackson's house.
No, man, my kids love Michael Jackson.
Oh. He. Shimon. Wait, but so okay, say that person is trans, right?
Jesus Christ. Anyway, next clip, dude, your audio brother. What? Your audio's brutal, man.
I don't give a fuck what your YouTube looks like. All I do is listen to the audio. As long as your audio's correct, there's some podcasts I listen to. Friends of mine, I'll call them like, dude, your audio's brutal, man. It's
How call them? Who are your friends? What friends do you have? Who are these people? Are they really picking up your phone calls? So many questions.
going. He's like, really? I'm like, yes, dude.
Big up my nuts. Big up my nuts. Appreciate you.
He's like, oh, but the YouTube. I'm like, I know that's the trend. I'm telling you, focus on your fucking audio. Yeah, audio's don't get it twisted. Audio's still king. On the podcast, audio's king.
Oh, really, dude?
Yeah. Is it warm in here as fuck?
Yeah, okay, so we talked to that.
I like the
No. We had them turn off
studio.
Yeah, you're getting a little moist.
Yeah, but the studio shouldn't be this way.
Ooh. Good for your fucking
Echo.
Thanks.
No.
That echo is brutal. Casey coming up the stairs too.
So we had
What is that noise?
It's AC. It kicks on for a little bit. It'll turn off.
Oh, really, dude?
Is that fucking us? Probably, right?
But as long as we acknowledge it, it's just AC for a little bit.
How's that?
We're gonna work
Sorry,
this out.
the noise.
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. It's our
Mike's saying something important. But the Brits and the Irish, you get them.
I love how pushy and on it they are with Chin about the audio, about the acoustics, right? But they don't give a flying fuck about his accommodation. They're more worried about the fucking sound. They didn't do any pre-production. They didn't do any dress rehearsals. Nothing. They just fucking pushed him to get the studio ready, whilst also not giving a single fuck about his living arrangements. Love it.
Going, they will meet you halfway. They'll fucking the indigenous Brits and the Irish come alive when it comes to war.
Okay.
Leave this, Chin. Don't edit this out. It drives me nuts.
So good. It's so good. It's so good. So fucking good. What's this thing called? Bean Dip references Tfatk case failure again.
Chin's literally going to be a celebrity on 6th Street. Like, you can't, I can't walk down without people approaching me. And
Fuck yeah, bro!
Chin's going to be cleaning up.
I don't know if you've seen the views of Fire and Kids lately. I think you'll be fine.
Well, to be fair, I don't find Brendan's self-deprecation endearing, funny, or anything. To be fair, it just comes across a bit too try-hardy. You know, he's trying way too hard, and it's also way too late. This whole need to be self-deprecating and to laugh at yourself and shit should have came a long time ago. It would have saved him a whole lot of stress. It probably would have curtailed the birth of the homeless cats and that subreddit in the first place if he just would have been able to laugh at himself a little bit and not take himself so seriously and not take, and not fucking go on weird, insane rants and shit. But now it's too little too late. It's all fake. It's disingenuous. It's almost like he's trying to appease the fans, suck up to them, whatever. I mean, like, fuck off. You know what I mean? It's too little too late. And it's also never funny, so it is what it is. But LOL, like, these guys thinking Chin's gonna sweep up. Interesting. There's I don't know. Whenever I see clips, I see a lot of clips of people fighting on 6th Street, but I also see clips of people pulling on 6th Street. 6th Street seems like a place where people go out to try and fuck. So I think a lot of the fuckboys in the States or in that state go to Austin 6th Street in order to go and try and score, in order to try and get laid. So I think Chin's going to be in for a lot of competition. I don't think he's going to find it easy. I think there's many men go out there to try and fuck. So Chin's going to have to really test himself amongst some of the most persistent, determined fuckboys in the world. I don't think Chin stands a chance, to be fair. Another post says, "That's a train."
That's a train.
That's a train?
Yeah.
Just felt everything rumble. I get nervous. Train.
Don't get it twisted. Audio's still king. On the podcast, audio is king.
What a legend. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna save the rest of it for tomorrow because it's now late. It's now nearly getting to 5:30, and I've got a jet, so I'm gonna save the rest of it for tomorrow. How many hours have I done now? Have I done 3? Yeah, okay. I'll save the rest of it for tomorrow. We'll be back again tomorrow. I'll save the rest of it for tomorrow, and we'll probably do a proper golden hour one tomorrow. Okay, we'll do a proper golden hour one tomorrow, and you can get through some of the clips I haven't done just yet. We'll do another one tomorrow properly. Oh, this is the post I made, right? Yep. Regarding Brendan and fucking Brad Pitt, right? Brendan looking like Brad Pitt, cutting his hair. That's where the inspiration came. Big up the person that reminded me about this, by the way, in the stream chat. Big up the person that reminded me about this in the stream chat. Fucking brilliant, isn't it? Brendan having a buzz cut so he can look more like Brad Pitt, with the same type of glasses on as well. Fucking legend. Absolute legendary. No personality, no individuality, just always copying the next man. Always copying the next man. Bandwagon Brendan. The B in Brendan stands for bandwagon. Stands for breading. That's what it stands for. Bandwagoning and breading. You know what I mean? Bandwagoner and breading. That's what it stands for. Always out here bandwagoning. But yeah, man, big up everybody in the stream chat. I appreciate every single one of you. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. Don't be lame. You know, appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Again, congratulations to Uche on graduating med school. Big fucking achievement. You should be proud of yourself, sis. Big pat on the back, big hugs and all that malarkey. Big up everybody else out there just hanging on, struggling to get by. Appreciate you too. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Appreciate you. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here again tomorrow for day 6. I'm not sure what time I'll do it. Maybe I'll just do it at the same time, to be honest. But come back tomorrow for day 6. Join the stream, like the stream, all that good shit. Subscribe, jump onto the Discord. You know the vibe, you know the drill. You know the vibe, you know the drill. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, right? See you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care, my friends. Take care.